gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, strangers. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another Hangout. It's been a while. I know I've been busy. I'm sorry. I know everyone's going to give me a hard time over it. But you know what? Tough. Life has to get in the way, and I'm sorry. Life has to come first. So, how's everyone doing? First of all, I'm back for a while. I'm not going to do the Hangouts as often as I was because I'm just really busy, and I'm so busy at the moment. I'm doing some maker stuff. I have a new CNC I'm going to start working on in the next week or two. I have a I have I'm planning the big astronomy at the beach event. I'm one of the organizers for that. And oh, my lights just went out. Sorry, 1 second. My lights went off on their own. One moment. Let's try that again. Lights went off on their own. Okay, so and I'm also doing stuff with NASA, and I'm planning a lot of events for the busier than a one-legged cat on ice trying to. Yes, Shane. So so a lot going on. And as I said, I'm planning stuff for the eclipse for next year as well. So I'm just really busy. And we have Jerry in the background. So let's say, hey, Jerry.
Hello, everybody. You shouldn't do this for too long. The only thing that comes to mind is more deodorant.
Well, you know, if you need more deodorant.
What's going on, everybody?
So let's see who's in chat. Hey, Sergio, first in. How's it going? Hey, non-fam, how's life?
Hello.
Shane, welcome. Shaudel, how are you? Mika Steve, cool, welcome. And Kate, hey, how are you, Kate? And Sebastian, how are you? So let me get the invite link out there, and I'll put it out there. If anybody wants to come hang out.
Sebastian dropped in Saturday on my live stream. We seen his hands, and we heard his voice. He lives in Germany, and he got a bunch of cool things in the mail.
Yeah, I know Sebastian, yeah.
Really nice that he dropped in.
Looked like, well, Jerry always looks
Uncle
like
Fester,
Uncle
yeah.
Fester.
Yeah,
Other than his beard,
Fester.
he always looks like Uncle Fester. Oh, by the way, Jerry, when I sent you the invite, I turned on the option that you can actually stream it on your channel too. Did you know?
Yeah, I seen that when I came in.
Yeah, so you could actually turn that option on if you want to stream it out. So you stream us out on your channel as well.
Okay. Well, you need all the love over here, so I don't.
I know, but it's insane. It's a new feature, so
yeah.
I just turned it on in case anybody's interested.
Cool.
So yeah, so I'm really busy. Like I'm planning the stuff for the eclipse next year in April. I'm not traveling for the eclipse in October because it's an annular eclipse. I'm planning for the total one in April of next year. Can you please, Liam, the pic of the bottle? Which bottle?
Let me see if I still have them on my computer. So I've been deleting lots of stuff and lots of directories.
Kate, I'm sorry. I have the train that you asked for in the car. I haven't gotten to the post office because I'm just buried with meetings all day. I'm planning to get it out to you this week. I'm sorry. It is there. It's in the car waiting for me to drive to the post office and ship it to you. But yeah, so for April next year, I'm planning to be in Texas for the eclipse. And then I have in this September, we have a big astronomy event, and I'm planning for that was we do every year called Astronomy at the Beach. And oh, by the way, who saw my video that I put out about measuring the speed of light with a chocolate bar in a microwave? Does everybody did you find it interesting? First of all, some people said they like the content. I posted on some other science groups for kids as well because it's something the kids can do at home. So let me add the stream. So what's this, Jerry? Oh, that looks good.
Kate made that.
Is it an STL file, or is there an STL file?
She'll type in chat what it is, and here's another picture that she did. It's all miniature. Everything in this picture, she built all that.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I'm just wondering, is the bottle like it looks like it's made of like a copper or something like that, and riveted together?
Yeah,
But, and that's nice. It's a cool look. I was wondering, is there's no STL file? Oh, you need to do an STL file for that, Kate.
I think it's hand built. She wrapped it around something.
Yeah, around a bottle probably, because I saw the beer bottle beside the other one she showed a while ago. The other image you showed, yeah. So we know what beer what Kate drinks while she's building these beer. So but no so I'm busy with a lot of stuff. I'm probably going to do these maybe once or twice a month instead. Is the foam and paper? It's a beer with foam and paper towels. Nice. But so I'm not going to do them as often because I like every week is hard because I'm so busy. So I'm going to do them less often, but I'm still going to do them. Oh, so you don't drink? So you instead of drinking, you just pour straight to your stomach. Okay, I get it. We used to always claim that in the Navy too. We don't drink at all. We just pour straight to the stomach, and you're done. Hey, Kaz, how are you?
I love how Amazon keeps bumping my delivery back and back and back.
I've had that happen as well a few times.
Keeps getting bumped back.
Yeah, I don't drink either. I'm a teetotaler also, Kate.
My Etsy sale the other day, they only, believe it or not, they only took their about $30 away. They only kept about $30 this time. I sold the model for $260. They transferred $233.05, and it cost me $22.41 to ship it. So I cleared $210 on the model.
Nice.
So, and so California.
So I saw your video on that you did. So by the way, I just posted a link out there. If anyone wants to join, you're welcome to come in. As always, the rules are behave. We generally avoid using foul language because even though it's not really marked as family friendly, we try to keep it family friendly because you don't know who's watching stuff online. And I have kids, and I don't want them to watch any of the stuff, even though they probably don't watch my stuff. I'm pretty sure they don't, but I don't want them watching stuff where there's people are being abusive or being foul language. We're a bit like Shrek, you know. You can add, you can say you can add innuendos and stuff like the movies of Shrek, but we try and avoid non-family friendly conversations because it's not. There's no. I believe the overuse of profanity is an indication of someone's intelligence, and the more you use it, the less intelligent you are. And it's commonly accepted that people who swear all the time are probably not the smartest people in the room. So the less we use, the better.
Thank you, Liam.
What are you saying, Jerry? You don't swear very often, Jerry. You don't.
Not online, I don't.
Yeah, well, let's see. Then that's the way we want to keep it here. Farquad, yeah. Are you saying Jerry is short like Farquad? I refuse to comment under the grounds it may incriminate me. So I saw your CNC, your 4040. Nice machine, nice big build volume.
Well, actually, I was hoping it was like 24 by 24, and then once I got it, it's like, oh man, it's only 15 and a half by 15 and a half.
40 centimeters by 40 centimeters.
Yeah, now I'm going to be putting a Makita on it. That's going to eat up that space too.
And not by much though, a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've actually purchased the 4030, the Pro version. It has the 300, the higher powered spindle on it. I actually brought in. I opened the box today for the first time. I had the X-axis. Let me show you.
Oh, cool! We'd love to see it. This will be my second time. He showed me a little bit ago.
Yeah, I didn't tease because Jerry.
I have to act surprised, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's going on? Mika, Steve.
Act surprised and a little amazed. Okay, Jerry. So on the 4030, the Prover, this is their.
Wow.
This is the X-axis. So this is the 300 watt and spindle on it.
Nice.
Much bigger spindle, and it's NEMA 17 steppers.
It's chrome. It'll make it run better.
Yeah, and this is heavy, and this is just the X-axis.
That's nice.
Now, the reason why I went for this one is, at a later stage, they've just released a 100 by 100 upgrade, so you can go to 1 meter by 1 meter on it.
Oh wow!
As an upgrade kit for this. So this is their X-axis. The rest of it I haven't taken out of the box yet. I just took this out to show everybody, and it's heavy. So let me put this down. It's that heavy because of its spindle. Oh, RGB LEDs. I'll have to look at the control
To make it
board.
run faster,
So
yeah.
the difference with this is your control board is mounted on the side of yours, Jerry.
Yeah.
Mine has got a separate control box.
Okay.
It's not part of it at all. It's actually an independent. You have to plug everything in, and it's actually you can mount it independently of the CNC, like above it or below
Yeah,
it. Or
mine
whatever.
looks like a mini Onefinity, is what I call it. The mini
Yeah.
Onefinity.
So this is all big heavy C channel.
No, it's not a joke, Sebastian. Just like your car, if it's dirty, if you wash it, it'll run better because the air will glide over and not get hung up on all the dirt. It's smoother finish. No, that makes sense.
Actually, no, putting stripes in the car makes it move faster.
Yeah, that's it.
No, they call them go faster stripes, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, so guys, if you want to come in, I posted links. If you didn't see them, let me know and I'll repost it. You're going to do a diorama of the OU stadium. What's the OU stadium? Who's OU? Who's OU?
A stadium in the Midwest that probably has football games, and the university is probably called OU. I don't know.
Football. I know nothing about football. I'm sorry.
Oklahoma University. Oklahoma University would be my guess, but I don't know. Am I right?
Maybe. Yeah. See, no, I don't watch American football. I find the game too slow.
Go Dallas! Hopefully, before I die, they win a Super Bowl. That'd be cool.
It's just, but I find American football too slow a game. Oklahoma University. Okay.
My wife loves watching college football. She doesn't really like watching the NFL. She says college is so much more exciting than professional football than the NFL. So my wife prefers to watch college.
So Oklahoma University football team is called the Sooners. What, the sooner lose a game than win one, is it?
Better sooner than later.
Yeah, but, so yeah, I find American football too slow. I prefer a faster sport. Like rugby is a faster sport. The Irish Gaelic games are faster sports. Even the Aussie rules, that's a fast sport. That's really fast. That I like.
Look at the kind of shape that soccer players must be in versus football players, because all they do the whole game is run.
Oh yeah. They're
That's
super fit. Yeah.
Crazy. So much running. And then they get to the ball and no, he kicked it that way. Now he has to run back that way. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. There's well, I don't watch soccer either. Soccer to me, as in what they call football in the UK and in half of most of Europe. Soccer is a game played by actors and posers. So they either look really good, right? Like posers, like models, right?
Yeah, he tripped and fell down. I got hurt.
Yeah, when you touch them, they spend an hour rolling around the ground, acting like they're hurt, but there's not really wrong.
Give them a flag.
Actors and posers, yeah. So I don't. Soccer was my brother's sport, never mine. I like rugby. Was my thing. And then the Irish Gaelic games, which are very fast-paced games as well. So I like those. So yeah, I've never, and I don't know how anybody watches baseball. I really do not know how anybody watches baseball. I'm sorry. I know it's the national sport of the U.S., but my God,
I don't watch. It's
like watching paint dry. It's like watching cricket.
I don't watch golf. I don't like watching golf either.
No, God, no.
I like the UFC. I used to watch UFC religiously, but now I just watch it on YouTube once in a while.
You know why golf was invented, don't you?
No.
So the Scots can wear plaid. That wasn't funny, Jerry. Curling, that's even worse. Yeah. See, I don't like slow paced sports, but anyway. So, back to CNCs. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get a video out on that within the next week or so. I'm going to do a video. I'm not going to do a live build like I've done in the past. I'm going to change away from that, and I'm going to get a video about it and the build of that. Then I'll do separate videos on some work that I'm going to do on it. I have to get. It doesn't come with a dust shoe, so I have to get a dust shoe. Well, the cricket you see can play for 5 days, right? That's a normal cricket match. A full cricket match is 5 days. I couldn't watch that. Bayern Munich, no. The football club, no, thank you. But so I'm going to do some work, some individual projects on that. I wanted a larger CNC, and at some point, I'll upgrade it to the 1 meter by 1 meter version because they just
Well,
released a kit for that in the
what
last
I just got is
weeks.
a lot better than my MP CNC. It'll be more accurate and it won't screw up.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, Justin, how you doing?
Oh, before we finish, Jerry, Justin, congratulations on the Rep Rap Festival. Fantastic success.
Yes,
All credit go to you. I know you're one of the main organizers in there, and
one of three.
yeah, and it was fantastic. And congratulations. I hope you have many, many, many more of them because, and I I hope you keep up the work in it because it was amazing. I saw the videos. I saw some of the live streams of the guys hanging out there, and kudos. You
I'll
did a
have to go
fantastic job of
next
it.
year and set up a table so I don't have to wait in line to get in.
I heard there was lines getting in there. Yeah, I heard it was busy. Yeah,
Well, people want to go and look around. Yeah,
yeah.
get down there on like a Friday afternoon, hang out Friday night, have a motel. You know, be there Saturday, Sunday, fly back. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll have to
bring your
figure
tent,
out.
set up in Justin's backyard.
Figure it out. Yeah, I already asked him if I could sleep on his couch, and he ignored me. So ignored the comment. But personally, I wouldn't let me sleep on your couch. So
Next year is going to be twice the size of the same place.
I'll
That's
make
good.
noise out both ends when I sleep.
Yeah, that's what you do. You can rent it. Jerry can bring a tent. He can sleep in your backyard.
Probably be too cold.
He
Maybe
can
the
sit in the
hallway.
hallway. Then he'll only upset all the neighbors.
The hallway would be better than a car, right? Well, they
I'd
said
sit
they
in
used
the
to
car.
have direct flights in where he lives at, but they shut them down, like $50 each way from Vegas. But they don't. The little airport, I guess, stopped flying in commercial airplanes.
Oh, so you're going to scale up. Very good. I hope you feel it again. I really do. I think it's more credit to you. One thing that needs to happen is the Midwest Rep Rap, the Murph needs to move out of Goshen, Indiana, the back ass of nowhere, and needs to move to somewhere where there's people, not just donkeys and carts. No offense to the locals, but it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's not easy to access, and accommodations are sparse at best. I really think they need a move. Well, then then one needs to happen somewhere else, and eventually you'll have to. No offense to them, they run a nice event, but being in the back ass of nowhere, people just struggle to get there, and getting accommodations is hard.
The people that run Murph, is that their property it's on, or that just happens
No, they
to be
just live nearby.
a great deal out in the middle of nowhere for all that area?
It's a
horse stables or
fairground,
whatever.
Jerry. It's a big fairground.
Okay.
So half the time, where they hold the event, the building they hold the event, it's actually used for like auctions and stables and all this kind of stuff. In there.
Okay.
Like they'd have they'd have a lot of people moving in there. Close to Denver, but living near the venue is crucial. Yeah, so I think one needs to happen somewhere else, because it's not the drive is a problem. I don't mind driving down there. That doesn't faze me. It's just in the middle of nowhere. Like one near Chicago.
Well, you don't have to go to
Chicago would be better, or in the outskirts.
Hello. You don't need to go
Yeah,
to Murph. You just go to the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap. That's the only one you ever need to go
That's
to.
a longer trip for me. I couldn't drive there.
Airplane.
No, then I couldn't bring anything with me. So no, I prefer to drive.
Yeah, your second suitcase.
No, I'd say like if you move it to the outskirts of the city, like not Detroit, but outside the Detroit area, there's a lot of areas outside Detroit that can host it. I don't know about the cost, but I'm just saying the nearer you get to more people, the more people will attend. Yeah, they wouldn't come to take a look, maybe. But I don't know. But guys, if you want to jump in, please feel free to do so. If you want to come in and chat.
Yeah, remember my live stream Saturday, guys?
There.
It was just me and Matt, and we were starting to die, and nothing was happening.
Yeah.
Sam jumped in, then other people jumped in. Come on, do it to Liam stream.
Well, look, if you don't get a lot of people, it's fine. We can shut it down early. I don't mind.
We don't want to have to do that. Liam hasn't streamed in a while, so we
Yeah,
need more
it's
people
all
to
good.
jump in and talk away.
If I'll be here, I'll probably be here for 2 hours. But if the more people that jumps in, the better. But there's a link. If anyone wants to join, you're welcome to come in and join and chat with us. So I'm going to work in that CNC.
Take care, Justin.
And I also, and I haven't done it. I haven't finished it yet. I need to put on my Ender 5 Plus. I need to put on my accelerometer on there. I designed a bracket for it to mount my accelerometer on the print head. So there's the accelerometer in there. That's USB connected. So I'm going to do that. And then, oh, by the way, that's a nice. If you ever want to go, and put a clipper on your machine, and you don't want to have to deal with all the cables for the accelerometer, this accelerometer is USB-C connected.
I bought one. Remember Greg's Maker Corner done that video? I ordered that one.
No, but this is different. This is an open source design.
Okay.
And it has a USB-C. So you do USB-C to your out to your Pi, and then you run you run it. Hey, the apprentice, how are you?
Hello, apprentice. Yeah, no worries. Every Saturday I'll be there. So whenever you're able to stop by or pop in, whichever, I'll always be there.
So it's going to be nice to add that on. I haven't done the accelerometer on it yet, but I'm going to add
my delivery.
Oh, good. And I just got another delivery today of another 10 kilo of recycled PET sheet for more toys. I was running out. I actually ran out of it the weekend. Luckily, I had another spool to stick on there. Event Storm. Hey, how are you? Where do I know you from? I know that name. I don't know where from, though. I know Event Storm. I don't know who it is. Who is Event Storm? Please tell me who you are. Remind me who you are. But I do know the name, and I think I recognize the logo a bit. Eric. Okay. Yeah, okay. Hey, Eric, how's life? So I thought I saw it somewhere before, maybe not. So so I have to do that tonight now. I have to put on the new 10 kilo.
Wow. My screen says still arriving between 3 and 7 p.m. and it's right here.
Well, they haven't updated yet.
That's weird. It usually always updates.
You maybe have to do a refresh, maybe.
Yeah, I did. I refreshed it.
What is it, Jerry?
It better be for my CNC.
Oh, see that. Oh, what is that? Is it this?
Yeah, but it's the one that'll fit mine. See, Same Smart sent me out this review, and they said, which do you need, which spindle mount? I said the 65 or the 69. I said, I have a Makita, I need the 65. She said, well, that'll be in about a week. We'll mail it to you. Well, a week went by, and she hadn't sent it. She says, okay, I'll get that ready right now. I got a confirmation email from Adam Stack, and then from Same Smart, sorry. Then the next day, they said, oh, we're out of stock again. So I went on Amazon. I bought the 69 made for DeWalt, and Dave CNC had already did the same thing I'm doing. He had made an adapter, so why reinvent the wheel and go to Tinkercad and make one? I printed out the adapter, and I can put my Makita in it. And this cost $29, so I'm asking Same Smart if they'll reimburse me. If they don't, no worries. They sent me the CNC to review for free. I can pay for this if they don't want to reimburse me.
Yeah, so it's a little different than mine.
Yeah, so now when the stream is over, I can go out and get my Makita put on it and start working on my next video or multiple videos. So
yeah, it's a little different to my one. Mine is a slightly different.
And because it's blue, it'll run faster. If this would have been black, it wouldn't have worked.
I'm going to put stripes on here to make it go faster.
Color matters, guys. Color matters. That's why this is blue.
Yeah, so maybe I'll print my insert in mine as red. I'm not going to do so I'm going to do I haven't. It has a 300-watt spindle, so with the spindle that's in it, it can do a lot. I don't need to go with a 1 horsepower, right?
As long as you put quarter-inch bits in it, that's all you need is to be able to put quarter-inch bits in it.
Yes, and it has an ER11, and then with an ER11, I can go up to 1/4-inch bits.
Last year from Whiteside, I accidentally ordered a 1/2-inch bowl bit. I can't put a 1/2-inch.
You need an ER16 for a 1/2-inch bit.
I don't know if they make a call. I don't know if they'll make a call that'll fit that bit on
No,
mine.
no, it
Let me
won't
do
fit
that.
what you have. You need to change the router altogether to go up to
And
something
yeah,
that has a
and by the
larger
time
bit.
I realized it, I was out of the return period. So I guess I'll sell it one of these days, put it on marketplace and sell the bit. It still has a plastic melted around the blade, so it's brand new, never been used.
Yeah.
I'll just see what they're going for on Amazon and reduce it.
You can get collet inserts for the ER11 that of various sizes, up to 1/4 inch, and down to as far as a 16-inch or a 16th of an inch, which is 3 millimeters. But you can all, but to go anything bigger than a 1/4 inch, you'll have to change the whole router to one that has a larger. But then you'll have to get collet inserts that will take the smaller bits, and they don't often make them for the larger bits. They don't for larger machines. They don't make them for the smaller.
Event Storm, yeah, I got rid of my MPCNC.
That's Eric, by the way. Event Storm is Eric.
Okay. Yeah, I got rid of that, and I have the same smart now, Eric.
Yeah. So.
Well, when he said prosthetic foot, that's the first person that popped into my head.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to do some CNC work. I wanted a larger CNC for a while, so I've gotten to the point where I can get it. I could get one, and like. And I said it can be expanded, so that allows me the ability to grow without totally having to change everything, you know.
Oh, I got great news if nobody heard about it. Okay, we all love giveaways. We all randomly win stuff. Very rarely do I win stuff online. I won a roll of filament here and there. I won some glue a couple of years ago. Well, Uniformation, their GK2 8K resin printer, was doing a giveaway. And if you go to their channel and post one of the biggest make you've ever done, you might win. They're going to put you in a drawing. And then Sanix's channel, that I do a lot of models from Sanix, was running the same contest the other day. And I woke up 2 days ago. I looked on Facebook. Sanix had posted a thing where he's spinning the wheel. There's like 1,000 people on this wheel. It's ridiculous how many people enter. Okay, fine. I'll watch it and I'll congratulate whoever wins. I won!
And
I won first place.
And so Jerry is such a good friend, he's sending it to me.
I got another GK2 8K resin printer, and I think another wash and cure station coming. I think. But then I went and bought a gallon of distilled denatured alcohol from Lowe's instead of using IPA 91% like I'm using in my other wash and cure. I got this to put in the GK2, what they call a wash machine, and I was getting ready to dump in, and I noticed that the metal lid on top, there's no seal. So I'm thinking if I dump this in there, it's going to evaporate. There's no way to seal it.
Could you not print a lid out of PLA and some TPU around the edge that you could push on and slot it in there to create a seal?
Well, I'm wondering about that because it's a big metal lid that just closes shut, and then it has a smaller area where it's like another piece of metal, and then up underneath that, it's got the pocket it sits in. And yeah, I don't know. I need to have something that I can figure out where I can seal it. But on the back, they give you a drain valve and a drain hose. So maybe they want you to drain it every time you use it.
Well, here's the problem about draining it. You'll leave some resin in the bottom.
Yeah.
And that could cause problems. So I'd never fully drain it.
Thank you.
Midlife Chaos. Hey, how are you?
That'll give me 2 resin printers. And my wife's like, oh, no, you won. Now you have 3. Well, I already sold 2 resin printers. My Anycubic isn't working right now. So the 2 that I use are the GK2 8K and the U-Forge Peel Poly Forge is a 6K. Those are the 2 I use. So now I'm going to have a little fleet. I'll have 2 GK2s. So that's cool.
Hey, Cosmix, that sucks about it not showing up, even though it says it was delivered. Are you sure they didn't drop it somewhere around the house? I've had them put stuff in weird places.
Sanix's website, SANIX. I've been doing models from Sanix for many years. SANIX.
Yeah, they do fantastic models.
Let me share the screen here in a second. Let me pull it up.
So you don't have to wait till tomorrow to call Amazon. You know, Amazon is 24/7 support. So you can, but what they'll tell you is, wait a day or two. It may have been scanned and not dropped off, and they may drop it off tomorrow. That's exactly what they're going to tell you. Mean green. Well, no, mean green is great in an ultrasonic cleaner. So you run it in mean green first, in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then take it out of that after running it through there. Now, and instead of you using the ultrasonic cleaner, those models are fantastic. Instead of putting the mean green directly into the ultrasonic cleaner, get a large Ziploc bag, with a double layer Ziploc. Put your mean green in there and put your parts into the mean green in the bag. Push out as much air as you can, seal it, and then put water into your ultrasonic cleaner. And then by putting the bag in of mean green into the water, the ultrasonic waves will pass through the plastic and actually clean the part. And then you don't have to do all the cleanup because you don't have all that gunk being cleaned off waiting on the bottom of your ultrasonic cleaner. It stays in the bag. Yeah, they normally ask you to wait 2 or 3 days. Let's see,
here's
Jerry's spin. Let's see.
No, he's going to spin it here in a minute.
Oh, he's doing another one right now?
No, this was taped from a couple days ago.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up early in the morning and he's sitting there. I'm not sure what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing, but he'll spin it here in a minute.
Yeah. So, and then after the mean green, which gets the heaviest stuff off, then bring it over and put it into the IPA. So your IPA lasts a lot longer. And you only clean off the leftover residue with the IPA.
He might have found duplicates. I'm not sure what he's doing here, but I'm just sitting there early in the morning. I just woke up, and this was just posted. I'm sitting right here watching this wheel on Facebook, and then in a minute he's going to spin it here in a minute.
And that bag option you can do with the IPA also. So mean green bag of IPA, run it in the ultrasonic cleaner with the IPA. Take it out of there and then put into the normal spinning wash and cure station if you want to give it a third round of cleaning.
Okay, now he's spinning it.
I've been busy planning astronomy events. And work and other stuff. I'm just really busy at the moment.
Check that out. Unless there's a 2 Jerry naps. That was cool. It's like, what? Really? You're kidding me.
Did you ping him afterwards?
Yeah. And I made many comments underneath. I had a little dancing dude and thanking him and everybody. And it was really cool.
Nice. Yeah,
3 people won 3 different prizes. And I guess I got the grand prize. And I've never won anything expensive before on a giveaway. So that was cool.
Yeah, cool. So, I've been doing astronomy events, and I'm also doing a lot of printing for the toys, real time. He won a Uniformation GK2 8K resin printer.
Yeah, and possibly the wash and cure to go with it. And here's here's the same smart right here. That's a CNC that I have that I'm reviewing right now. That's what the spindle mount is for, so I can put my Makita on it. And the one that you got was
the 40. No, not that one. The 4030. Go click on more, Jerry. And it's the 4030 there. And the next second one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. This is the one that Liam purchased.
Yeah. So I have that one. I'm going to be putting it through. I'm going to do a video on it. I'm not going to do a live unboxing like I often do. I'm just going to do a video on the build of it. It's like Jerry's has got a bigger build volume on his.
No, it don't.
You do. You have 4040.
Well, yeah, it's a 4040. It's only like 15 and a half by 15 and a half.
Yeah, mine's a 4030. So you have a larger build volume, but I can up mine. Okay. And you can upgrade yours, and I can upgrade mine to larger. So I chose because I can upgrade it to a 1 meter by 1 meter. So that's 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot in later. And I got it because it's got the NEMA 23 steppers, and it's got the 300 watt spindle on it. So this doesn't have a 5-axis, but they are coming out with a 5-axis, like a rotary option. But I could always build it. I have a rotary that I could use even now. That may work. I don't know. But you can always buy a third rotary axis and add it to it. It just plugs into your Y-axis. The rotor becomes your Y is all you do. Or your X. Actually, no, you do your rotor as your X-axis. So if you want to do something that's long, you would actually have the rotor as your X-axis. The X would stay stationary, and then your Y-axis could move forward and back along, something that you're printing front to back in your CNC. What's that, Jerry? Oh, that's the G-
Uniformation.
yeah,
That's the
that's the
Uniformation
GK2.
GK2. Here is their curing station, which is nice. And here is what they call a washing machine, which it's got a hose on the back and a valve so you can drain it. But this metal lid up here doesn't have a seal. So if I fill this up, it's going to evaporate and I'm going to waste my money. So I'm not sure what I'm.
That's what I would
problem.
print one out of TPU that plugs the top of it.
Something. Let's see.
Leave the lid up and have it in there so it plugs in place. Just do it out of TPU. Measure it and print one.
I was looking on their Facebook group trying to find somebody talking about it or what they done to solve the problem.
Yeah. A lot of people may drain it each time, but I would just try and make a wedge that goes in on top that actually plugs it. That should work because TPU is not solvent in IPA. So as long as you don't print anything out of PVB, you're good. Our PLA may soften over time, but TPU should be fine. Now I don't need any Dremels. I have a Dremel set up of my own. But what else is going on? I need to set up a workspace for the CNC in the garage because I don't have a big enough space. But I need to set up a space for it.
Share out your link again.
Oh sure, yeah. And I'm also I've also started working on the big telescope that I have a carrier to haul in and out of the back of my truck on wheels. I do have the base of a wheelchair that I haven't tested fully yet. It has a problem with the controller that I have to fix. But it's only the control cable. I think there's breakages in the cable itself. Oh, there, Midlife Chaos said that that Matt.
Yeah, I don't know if he uses it, but I'll ask him about it.
Yeah, he might. So I'll be working on that as well when I get time to do that. Drive this way because I will be starting to use the big telescope more and more now that the weather's getting better. Well, it's still wet at the moment and cold, but our high at the moment is in the early 50s. So, but we are getting to, and at nighttime we're dropping down to we even run into some snow still, but it's not sticking. But coming up soon, our weather's going to start warming up in the next week or so, and by then I'll be starting with clearer skies and guaranteed no rain. I'll be bringing out the big scope.
A few days ago, when I was out in Pahrump, Nevada, it was 98 and sunny, and here in Vegas, right now it's 79 and windy, and they're calling for rain possibly Thursday.
I have rain for the last few days. For the last 4 or 5 days, we've had rain. I couldn't even cut the grass the weekend. It's supposed to start clearing up though as we approach this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So probably I think it's tomorrow is supposed to be in the early 60s, and by the weekend we're supposed to be getting close to about 70 degrees or so. So we're starting to warm up here slowly. It's been a long spring though. It's unusual. Normally our spring is 1 or 2 weeks long. It's snow, cold, hot, and then. But this is kind of drawn out. It's an unusual drawn out one. But so
my sister rented a Toyota Corolla because I don't want to drive my truck to Pahrump because my tires aren't the greatest right now. They look fine, but they're old. I had one separate last year on the highway. So she rented a vehicle. I drove it out there. And it was probably a 4-cylinder, cute little car. But if you jumped on it to try to really get going, it just screamed. It didn't want to move. And it had something on the cruise control. When I came up behind another vehicle on the highway, as I was getting closer to it, it braked.
Yeah, they have automatic distancing there. Yeah.
My son, I guess, has that on his car. He said he disabled it because he was on the freeway one time, and a guy kind of cut in front of him, which he knew what was happening.
Trevor.
It was no big deal. He didn't care, but his car slammed on its brakes.
Come in and hang out for a while.
He almost got rear-ended. Hey, what's going on, Trevor?
Come in and hang out and tell everybody about your new store, which you've kind of done a soft opening on. Come in and tell everybody about the cool new store. Be glad. Yeah. Thomas, hey man, it's been a while. How's life? How's your printer design going? In case you don't know, Maker Viking, he's actually he's a couple of he's 2 printer designs that he's done himself from scratch. Yeah, sure. Come in and tell everyone about your store, Trevor. Let me post. There's a link there. Come in, jump in, and say hi. Tell everyone about your new store. Yeah, he's not closing his old store. He's actually has 2 stores now. One run by himself and one run by his wife, I believe.
Yeah, his wife has a laser store, and he's got the 3D printing store.
Oh, okay. Laser and 3D printing.
Close that one.
Howdy.
How you doing?
Howdy.
Oh, look at that! Look at that shop front out the back.
That's a green screen,
Look at
everybody. It's
that.
not real.
That's no green screen. That's live traffic. Here, let me put you up on big screen. Tell us all about your new store.
It's coming along.
Hey, Silverback.
It's coming along. It took forever, but we're finally almost there.
So you're already opened, right?
We're open.
How's traffic going now that you're? I don't mean cars, because you're on a main road. How's the traffic to your business?
It's good. More than we need for now. I mean, I'm still trying to get set up. So luckily, everybody found this no problem. It's a better location. So,
Yeah.
Gary, this is the road out here that goes between here and Pensacola. There's only one road.
Okay. All right.
There's other roads, but this is the main road.
So you get a lot of people driving by who will see your signs out there.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, and I assume you're going to have lots of printers running in the windows so everyone can see them.
No, I have windows like a double tint you can't see through.
If you could see him, Liam, then that's just another reason for people to break in like they do in the rest of
No,
America.
it's brutal. The heat's brutal, man. You can feel the heat just coming through the windows during the day, like out here. But it looks dark outside, and then you walk outside, and the sun is blinding. So we have to.
Are they gold foil? What about? Is it just dark or is it foiled? The windows.
The people before us had it put on. They had an aquarium store, like nice marine tank store, and they put on the highest double tint you could get outside and inside.
Because if you put a little hint, if you get the new way you can get the gold colored tint on the windows. Gold is a great reflector of infrared heat, so it will actually reflect. If you get the gold mirror on the outside, it will actually keep all that heat away from the inside of the store.
True. Yeah, I guess I figured that one out.
The reason, and they use them on some spacecraft, but I also did it because during the last eclipse, we bought like me and a couple of other guys in the astronomy club, we bought a whole pile of the gold emergency blankets, gold on the outside, silver on the inside, and we wrapped all of our electronic equipment because in Casper, Wyoming, it was about 95 degrees. It was scorching out there. So for the last eclipse, so we wrapped all of our stuff with it. It kept everything inside, all of our electronic equipment cooler, because the sun was not shining directly on it. So it kept all electronics cool. So we wrapped everything with that, and it cooled all of our equipment. That means so we didn't have to worry about stuff overheating during the eclipse.
You want me to share your video while you're here, Trevor? Liam can make you small again. I can run the video.
Yeah,
go ahead,
awesome.
Jerry.
Okay.
Now that's your old store, isn't it?
No, this is new one he's in right now. The one I'm going to show you.
Oh, I didn't see that new video.
Yeah, then
I got
he can narrate.
the other store too, but I'll get that.
Oh, did you?
Day.
All right. Yeah, Trevor can overtalk himself on this. You'll hear Trevor talking in the video and for real life. So here it goes. Oh, did it play, right?
It does
Good
help.
morning, Gary. I'll show you the new store here.
You hear it okay?
Yeah, audio's not great. Maybe it'd be better if you mute the audio and let Jerry, let Trevor.
And here's the store.
Yeah, mute the audio on the video, Jerry, and let Trevor just to talk.
Okay, hold on.
Just hit the mute button in the bottom there.
Where'd my mouse go?
There you go,
All right.
Trevor. It's all yours.
Yeah. So as you can see, it's kind of hard to see in. You can if you cup your hands, but we got it all painted and mostly looking pretty. You can see I still have filament stacked on top of my filament towers, like my own filament, but I'm slowly getting things set up. So got the computer set up, of course. Number one, we got the print farm going there on the right. There's the repair side. Printers in the
All
middle
your
for
chili
sale.
picks.
Yeah, these are all here for repairs. Some of the print farm there. That way people can see.
Yeah, print farm should be front and center. I agree.
I thought those Chitty Techs would be great right there, but then I noticed they all have memory, jump drives sticking right out the front of them, and I can't wait for a customer to knock one off and snap it into my printer
and destroy the USB port. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is just a cable in there, so I'm gonna do something else. I got 2 rooms in there. One, kind of personal room, so the kid has one, and then I don't know, we'll put video games or our couches you see in there. There's my other big printer. We got a Modex 120Z now, and then also the Optimus P1. We got a second bathroom back there. We have beautiful double doors walking into the back parkway there.
Easy to get stuck in and out.
Yeah. UPS and FedEx like to come in that way, and then you see lots of parking.
Sweet.
There's all my empty boxes right there on the floor to the left, and then we got a kitchen.
One-way mirror.
Oh, we just got our logo on there today. It looks really pretty. Empty boxes. Back there will be the print farm. And then in this room here, you'll see behind there will be my resin. See that black table? We just got to raid Victoria's Secret. And those are some of their nice bra things that were screwed
Wait,
in
now,
the
what
wall.
are you, when,
They closed our Victoria's Secret about 5 years ago in the mall. And for some reason, they left everything. And so now we went in there and they're letting us take some of the fixtures. And those tables weigh about, they've got to weigh 200 pounds each with the drawers. And they're on nice rollers. Really high-end stuff. So
yeah, but because they're shallow, so you can actually use it for storing parts or whatever you want,
You gonna put up any banners or tapestries or anything hanging down from the ceiling?
Not yet. No.
Lines or anything?
Eventually I want to have like posters, with the names of the filaments and, maybe actually show what it looks like, the actual chemical makeup, give the real name along with PETG,
You see what Silver Creation
like
said?
that. I got a lot of room. And then to the left here, where you see the resin and all these shelves to the left here, I'm going to do LED neon signs. I want to do something animated showing like 3D printers and stuff, because at night, this is a major road. So just, one thing at a time.
Or a TV screen up against the glass that at nighttime you'll see through the glass.
We thought about that too, but man, that LED neon is cheap and it's really bright, and it legitimately kind of looks like neon. And I saw Luigi added a function to Luban to do rope lighting traces that you can print. I haven't looked at it yet, but this has kind of consumed all my time here lately. So,
well, yeah, but you're opening a new store, so it's a big deal, right?
Has your insurance a lot since you're not in the mall?
It looks about the size. It looks almost as big as the other one.
Almost, yeah. And the back room's pretty good size.
Yeah.
So insurance, it's kind of a crapshoot. So it was cheaper. It was a lot cheaper, but
wow.
we do not have named hurricane insurance yet. They would not underwrite me because if you look, those trees right behind them is water. So that's not the Gulf. There's a little island in between there and the Gulf, but basically the Gulf right there. So I'm within a mile of the water, and they won't write me named storm coverage. So
because of flood insurance.
Well, all the flooding in Florida has been happening down the other end of Florida, not where he's at. He's up on the top of Florida.
We're on a huge ledge too, so it's very unlikely. Anything can happen, but they won't write it yet. So they're looking for a company. Otherwise, way cheaper. Like full coverage, everything. I think I paid $1,500 for a whole year, and that's both stores.
Oh, that's good deal.
Wow.
Yeah. What sucks is like I'm paying $100 a month to ADT for my security system because insurance required that I have monitored security.
Yeah.
And of course, I can't use some Bobo internet. I've got to pay Cox for their highest tier, which is still Cox's trash, man. The other day I was trying to jump on that chat and I couldn't. The internet just cycling right through. So they've been out 4 or 5 times and they kind of blow it off. But we had the same problem happen at the mall. And I know people that have Cox with the same problem. Their internet just kind of cycles on and off throughout
Can't
the
you
day.
get Roadrunner down there?
No, we pretty much have
Roadrunner
Cox.
is Florida based.
Maybe further south. I don't know. Consider us. They joke we're LA, Laura, Alabama. We're like right next to Alabama. Mobile is 45 minutes away or something.
So you get Jim Bob's insurance or Jim Bob's internet connection. Okay.
Well, Cox gives good internet. They just have some kind of problem in the area they won't work and fix. But whatever. But anyway, so we have to have $100 a month internet and $100 a month security to have the cheaper insurance. So there's always a trade-off, but
And you can't get AT&T or anybody else like that in that area?
Bell South is down here, I think, and somebody new. I mean, it's just trading one problem for another, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. What you need is fiber.
Now, I have fiber at home with AT&T. That works.
I went back to Gigablast with Cox here about 2 months ago, and I've got a new modem. And my wife was watching TV the other day, and she's sitting there watching this, like, what's going on? I pay a lot of money to not have this problem.
Yeah, I can't get fiber where I live.
Their answer was they won't guarantee anything that's wireless. So today I got a new wireless router, and I'm going to use their modem as simply that, just a modem, not as a modem router anymore. So I'll take that cable and I'll hook it up to my own network. And when I have a problem with the internet, they can't get away from it this time because that's the only thing they're needing to provide now.
Well, what you could do is you can get Wi-Fi hotspots in the building if you need them, right, of your own, and slave them off your router. And by doing that, then they're all part of one network, right? So you can actually have them slaved together.
I mean, the area has no interference from where the router is to here. The router just keeps like resetting itself throughout the day because I can't throw a file from my computer to my printer. I don't need the internet for that. I just need my network to be up. So I'm going to get rid of their network, because it's a combo unit.
Run Cat5 to your computers. Run Cat5 drops. And you have a drop ceiling. Run Cat5 cable over the drop ceiling.
He's coming around to slap you. Hold on. Look to your left.
Yeah, because like I've done it in my house. I ran drop Cat5 in my house.
I got 1,000 feet.
Okay, Cat6. Good man.
1,000 feet, buddy.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I got routers. I got switches. I got everything. I just, I just need to maybe clone myself 3 or 4 times. No problem.
You know how to terminate it correctly, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I got everything.
I've got Cat6 coming from across the house from my router through the living room, through the wall, around into this room with this little goofy box into my computer. And then where it runs through the living room where you can see part of it, I painted it to match the living room. It's flat.
If you saw that wall of chitties there, they all have RJ45. So those are all getting networked hardwire. Unfortunately,
just put a switch at the end.
Yeah, I have one. The Folsons, they're Wi-Fi only, so they'll have their own wireless network, and then go from there.
But hardwire everything that way. Then and then maybe have some one Wi-Fi, but in near where the printers need it. But I just put like where all the chitties are. Put a switch there, And then in the back room, your internet connection, run it back to a small switch in there as well to handle it all. Gigabit switches, I do it over gigabit switches.
I seen your
Also,
dumpster. I seen your dumpster pics where you got rid of a lot of resin printers and things you couldn't get parts for. If I was your neighbor, I'd be dumpster diving.
The next couple days, I just posted stuff online and I stacked it in front of the dumpster. If I actually thought somebody was going to come that day and get it, I would have left it out in the first place. I didn't want to be mean, and I wouldn't want to think of somebody diving in resin.
Yeah.
I just I got to the point where I realized I was so far in above my head with this move that I just had to start dumping shit.
Well, you look with those glasses. It's either your move that made you look older or your glasses. But right now, you look older than you did last time I seen you.
His hair is growing as well. He looks older, man. He's got the shaggy dog hairstyle.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc, how you doing?
So, Jerry, you need to pay him a visit and bring your buzz cut.
Yeah.
I was gonna let my kid shave my head. She thought that was so funny, but we haven't gotten there yet. Maybe
if you're going to do it, do it on video so everyone can see it.
Yeah. We had our first day off yesterday in like at least 3 months.
So your wife is going to run your laser store, and you're doing all the 3D printers, right?
That's it. Yeah.
And you have a second person at this store. If you got to run to the other store, you can drive back and forth.
I do. I got my 2 helpers here.
Okay.
So
you're they're the guys who do the maintenance for you, yeah?
No, Nick is fully certified in SolidWorks, Fusion 360, Inventor, something else. His first year in college too.
So you got a designer in house then? No.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Are you going to have cameras set up to monitor all the rooms so that if you're not there, you can see what happened when you weren't there?
Yes, actually, I'll show you that here.
Well, you don't have to show me. I'm just saying. Because I personally don't trust people, and I would definitely have cameras watching everything, so that if I'm not around, I can see what's going on if I needed to.
I can trust Nick. There's no problem.
I live in Las Vegas, so I don't trust people.
But yeah, well, we won't have Nick forever, sadly. He'll move on to big college in another year, probably. So yeah, we'll lose him. But yeah, here's. I don't know if you can see that or not from there. Let's see.
Yeah.
You swap over to what you.
What system are you using? Is it Google or?
Huh?
Or is it? Are you
this
using
is Cox,
the Google Nest system or what?
No, this is Cox's system.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, ADT.
Okay. Yeah. They offer are they wireless cameras or are they hardwired?
All hardwired.
Yeah.
It stores it remotely or on a hard drive in your business, or you shouldn't tell me.
Hard drive in my business.
Okay.
So you should run. Oh, he hit the wrong button. Device are not connected. It says. I think he unplugged his video.
Oh.
If you can still hear us, Trevor, come back in if you want.
Well, that was cool seeing all that.
Yeah, it's a nice store.
I would turn. I don't think he should have his back to the window. I would turn my desk so I can look at my store here, and the window's right here.
No, he needs to be able to. He needs to watch the store. Is where he wants to be. That's typical. So you can see everything going on. If someone needs help, you're looking out towards them all the time.
Yeah.
It's a nice setup though. It's good. Congratulations. It's good that he's got the second store now.
Very cool.
And then he's moved hasn't he moved in the mall to the front of the mall?
To the old GameStop, yeah. He says where he was originally when he moved. There he is. There you are.
Back.
Thank you. Yeah, he said where you were originally in the mall. You moved to the back, and then you moved to the GameStop, which is up front, which is right by where you were to begin with if you never would have moved to begin with, right?
Yeah. There's a link, guys. If anyone wants to jump in and chat, you're welcome.
And then the people that were in our old store just took Victoria's Secret. That's like
Reach out,
85.
Chris Mink.
So yeah, Chris, so who knew the mall was going to do that, but oh well.
Thank you, Chris. He resubbed on Twitch.
So when are you going to start covering it?
If there's a customer in here, I'm not sitting at my desk. I'm standing up talking.
Yeah.
So really, this is when I'm working. And I love the view. I like to sit here and just see my view to see the world go by. I can't,
I
but I
was selling.
wanted to be able to also see everything.
I was selling a $150 printer on Facebook Marketplace. If people came out to look at it, and they left with a $300 one I was selling. So yeah, it's good to talk to people and see what their interests are and see what you can convince them that they do or don't need. So
Yeah. No, I agree.
Most of my customers are repeat customers. They're borderline friends, customers. You don't know after you sit there and talk to some guy 400 times. They're still a customer. They're a friend. So
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Probably more than half
I'm
my
so happy that
customers are like
you're set up now.
Yeah.
So when is
there's
your
like a
official
band.
launch day?
Yeah, good question. I have no clue, man. Not even. There's so many projects I'm behind on now. I got a new PC put together. Got a new scanner. We're going to try to reverse engineer a pinball game. Some upgrades for an Elvira game. What else on the list?
You should do some of the 3D printed robots and have them in the store so people can see the RC 3D printed stuff. Like the small ones, not the really big ones, the smaller versions of them. So people can see those on the store.
We need to launch our filament online, and then also printers. I got to do a big printer sale. I have a whole wall of printers over there, like the new CRM4s and all that. They're new printers, but I had no walk-in room when I had Ender 3s and 5s. I got 197 of them I had to put in a storage unit. So I'm going to have to do a big sale on those. And I don't know, probably $99 plus $25 in shipping or something. So that's next on my list is printer sale, put filament online, and then, there's so many things. But at least now, anything I do to the store, we're good on. Like at the mall, we knew there was a time limit of being there. So you didn't want to fix it up too much because 6 months, 8 months, even now, I have a good feeling when they start demolishing part of the mall, they're going to have to take it all down. So my store in the GameStop may have 6 months.
So what are you going to do?
Nothing else after Christmas.
What are you going to do then? Move the lasers in there?
I don't know. It's our chance to see if we can do two stores.
What's next door to you? The tattoo parlor or the massage parlor?
Tattoo parlor, and then a dive shop. They just opened, and then like a nail place, hair cutting place. So, I don't know. We really kind of have no contract with the mall right now, so if it doesn't work out, we could just pull out of there. And we got cheap rent, $500 a month for rent. So
that's very cheap.
By the time it's all said and done, when you figure insurance, I have to pay $65 a month to have a toilet and running water in there and power. So probably $1,000 a month, maybe. We're going to see if laser engraving can do it, because the problem I was having is laser engraving was starting to take away from what we're doing here with repairs, printer sales, CAD work, even just so many people coming in to get engravings done that we couldn't do it both. So we'll see. Now I'm realizing how tough it is running a store just by myself like this, with my wife not here. And of course it's hard for her. Now the mall is open from noon till her store in the mall is open from noon till 5. The mall is open from 10 till 7. So we don't have full hours there. And she has hours posted that she's closed on Sunday and Monday versus I'm only closed on Monday. So she'll have more flexibility if she wants to go home, or, she's not going to. She'll just stay there and work on that store or come help me here. But,
your daughter's in school now, right? Is your daughter in school?
Not yet. She's 4, so soon.
She's starting soon, though.
Yeah.
What is
and then we're going to start right now.
5?
Huh?
The normal starting is 5 years old.
Yeah, we've had her signed up for preschool for 2 years now, but after COVID, it's not so easy to get in.
Yeah, preschool's great.
And we have a bar, which is 20 minutes at best, but there's only one road to go from here to there, which is this road behind me. And if there's a wreck on 98, which there is, it might take me 2 hours to get home. So
Is that the road where that bridge is or something that Brandy was telling me about? Okay.
No.
Hmm.
So that's really the only way to get around here, which sucks. It's it's an old beach road. And they just never plan any kind of infrastructure. We're landlocked because you can't go that way. There's water, and the other way it's all owned by the base, or most of it. So anyway, we're going to move real close. We have to move anyway here soon, so we're going to try to move real close to the store. It won't be so bad. But eventually, employees. You're going to have an employee at some point.
Yeah.
So
Maybe one of those back rooms could become a laser room.
if it doesn't work out, yes. If it
Yeah.
works out, we're going to have a laser store somewhere else and just do engraving and laser sales. Because, I mean, look at lasers now. Like, you can buy lasers so much cheaper than you could before, and diode lasers actually work. I saw Xtool just put out that new, was it P2 or something 2?
Yeah, with a pass-through
And it's a
CO2
watt
laser. Yeah.
CO2. But holy crap, man! It like real-time leveling. It's going over curved surfaces. And then it has a camera system where they threw a toothpick in there. They zoomed in on the toothpick with the camera and rotated it and engraved on a toothpick and a grain of rice.
Oh wow!
Like with no problem.
So are you going to start stocking Xtool now?
Huh?
Are you going to start including stuff like Xtool as products?
I don't mind talking to them about being because
you're up very late.
Right now it's hors d'oeuvre. They reached out to me and I told them diode lasers are a joke, and they sent me one for free, and I tried it and it actually worked as they advertised. So I was like, okay.
No, diodes are decent. The higher power diodes are fine for cutting thin materials. They just can't do clear materials. That's where a CO2 comes into place. If you want to do clear acrylics, a CO2 can do that. And then you obviously, if you want to do some metals, you're better off going into if you want to do stuff that's faster, a CO2 laser will engrave or cut much faster than a diode will, but obviously at a cost. And with a CO2, you need to have infrastructure. So you need to have cooling. You need to have fume extraction. Even though you need it with all lasers, with a CO2 you need it even more so. But you also need cooling systems as well to cool the tubes.
I had 6 diode lasers. I'm down to 1. I have a Notura Laser Master 3 that I got from Trevor, and I reviewed it, and I got to do some more content on it. And my Xtool D1, I had their 10 watt, and I sold it because I had another 40 watt coming in the mail from a company, but that deal fell through because they wanted to send me 4 products. They want me to review their camera first. And I said, how can I review the camera if I don't have something to put it on? So that deal went south. And now I just have my Notura Laser Master 3 that I plan on keeping forever.
Yeah, I like the Artur products because I know, Gil in Portugal, Trevor?
I know who Gil is.
Yeah, well, Gil, he was their support guy on Artur. You'll see him on all their support sites. But now he's our product manager. So he's actually pushing a lot. And he's from Portugal, but he's pushing a lot on compatibility. Whatever they're pushing out needs to be backward compatible with other products, unless it's unique to that product, and it has to be unique. Like
Lightburn made a video for setup. That was all I need to say. Lightburn made an actual video for setting it up to their, to Lightburn. So to me, that was legitimate enough. And I kind of see the diode laser as like a starter laser. Like, if you really like your diode laser, you're probably going to get a CO2 laser. Fiber lasers, the resolution is like 1 billion times better. When I look at a diode laser, I'm like, there's no way. Like, you could mark on jewelry, but not effectively.
But you can't do
engraving. Yeah, you need a fiber.
You can't do an 8x10. You can't do nothing big. You'd have to have a diode. So you want to engrave a nice picture, or go to Dollar Tree and buy an 8x10 canvas, spray paint it with multiple layers, and then take off just enough paint to have a beautiful picture. You can't do that on a CO2.
Kate, for a beginner's laser, I would say a diode laser is the way to go. The Xtools are good. The Artur are good. He has
an Xtool.
Yeah, the other one. What's the other one? The Comgro is a decent laser. I use my Comgro all the time, and it's a decent diode laser.
Adam Stack makes good diode lasers too.
Adam Stack do good as well. Yeah. Oh, you want a good 3D printer? I would say the new clipper-based machines from Creality is a way to go. I would also say the Bamboo Labs are a good machine to go with.
X1 Carbon is a great machine.
Yeah, the P1P is a fine machine. I just got bad luck with it, but I found a workaround.
I've had a lot of problems with mine. Not bad problems, but it constantly jams.
I have had no jamming problems. I've been printing with mine for 3 months solid now.
Which machine?
The X1 Carbon.
Oh, have you?
I've had none. I've been printing.
Are you putting Ziltech film in it? Okay, because when I use Ziltech and my X1 Carbon, I have a lot of trouble with the Ziltech film in it. I'm running Polymaker and have no issues.
It constantly says that the feeder is jammed when it's trying to do a filament change. And I look at it and it's perfect. And I hit retry and it works. And then
slot number
changes
one.
later, it does the same thing.
It's always
look
slot number.
Sebastian, I have the camera and the extra cooling fan for my P1P.
Is it always slot number one you're having trouble with? You're talking about the AMS?
Yeah, all of them equally. It's around the block. Like again, it's in a given night, it'll pop up that message 20 or 30 times while I'm at home, and I just click retry, and it works fine. It's like it's like the motors are too weak or some sensitivity is turned up too high, and you go in and there's a slider knob for your sensitivity for the spaghetti, but not for this.
Slot number one I had trouble with, and they eventually sent me a new feeder for slot one because the motor was too weak, and when it would retract, it wouldn't retract far enough to start the next color, so I'd have to pull it back about an inch, and then when I went to feed, it wouldn't grab it, so I'd have to manually feed it in, then it would grab and go. And after I made a video about it, sent it to them, the video, and explained what I thought it was, they sent me a new AMS feeder unit for slot one. They're like $35, and that solved the problem with slot one. I've never had trouble since, but it was slot one I kept having trouble with. I kept getting the same damn error. It wouldn't feed or wouldn't retract all the way, and once in a while I would have a red light blinking on it occasionally. So I would pull it back a little bit, and slot 2 or 3 would take over. Once they got done, when I went to grab slot one again, most of the time I'd have to grab it and feed it, and then it would take it. But sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. Like I replaced it, and it was the motor issue.
Yeah, I don't have the AMS for my P1P. I do have the camera, and I do have the light and the extra fan unit, like you have in the Carbon. The camera I find useless. I have a different camera of my own over a USB camera on it. The light is fine. The LED light is fine, and the fan kit, I don't need it. I'll eventually do an enclosure for it, but I haven't. I've been printing recycled PETG on it for 3 months, non-stop, no issues. 4 months now.
Trevor, Silverback Creations has a comment in chat. You still have your Facebook group where you sell stuff online, right?
Sell in the Facebook group, yeah. I'll put something up, and I'll have a better website too by then.
What's the name of the Facebook group?
What? Do you have the link to the Facebook group? Paste in the chat. Put it in the private chat, and I'll paste it up for everybody.
Yeah, put it in private chat or whatever you got.
So what I will say about the Bamboo is it's 100% software, because clicking that retry button fixes it. I've never once had to touch the printer to resolve the issue. So they had an update on the firmware, and I thought for sure that fixed it, but same problem.
So when are you going to start selling CNC machines?
I don't know. That's too much to get into. Probably
Noise and Mess would have to have its own.
Well, you don't have to show a CNC working. You can have them on display and sell them.
Have a video running, I guess.
Yeah.
I support everything I sell. I don't sell something I won't support or know how to help people.
Oh, no, that's fair. No, that's the way it should be. A CNC is the same. A CNC is the same as a 3D printer. The only difference is you have a spindle on it instead of a hot end.
Yeah, more axes for now.
Although,
that new tech for 3D printing where they press the sheets together. That's awesome.
Say that again.
There's a new tech they showed for 3D printing where they're spraying a polymer on top of like carbon fiber sheets, and then they press them together past the melting point, fuse the metal.
Oh, right.
And
It's a bit like
temperature and like cheap. It's gonna be a game changer.
It's a bit like vacuum forming is the way they do it, because they actually vacuum them together, don't they?
Yeah.
It's press and vacuum.
Yep.
Here you go. Here, Liam. Here's this whole thing that I share every Thursday on socials. You want to copy and paste the whole thing in
Okay,
chat?
sure. I already put in the other link, but I'll stick it all out there.
This mine doesn't list his Facebook group.
So the Facebook group I already posted, and this is the other stuff that Jerry does.
I share this every Thursday on socials. Trevor updated the address and stuff in this, so that should all be current. If it's not, it's Trevor's fault.
Oh, there's Trevor's YouTube as well.
Hey, I sent you a link to that, Liam, that Impossible Prints.
I'll share it out to everybody.
Yeah, Liam's live on all 3 platforms at the moment: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. I think there's a lot of changes.
Say hi.
Hi.
She's grown so big. She's grown so big.
She's like the 98th percentile for height and weight.
Yeah, my son was the same. Yeah, they grow so fast. Yeah, the CEO has arrived.
Yeah, pretty much.
When I was a little kid, I'd watch TV like this. If it was a scary movie, I'd lay down on the floor and I'd be like this watching TV.
See, you know what CEO stands for? The Chief Entertainment Officer, right? She's shy all of a sudden. She was never shy before.
No, she just pretends to be shy. Oh, you're welcome, Kate.
Hey.
All right, come say hi or don't. But don't make faces.
Hi.
Oh,
right.
she's in.
Say hi.
Hello.
She's been doing her own makeup, I see. Show me your makeup. Oh, I see makeup.
Cool.
Dude, you need to do your dad's makeup. I'm gonna get him in trouble.
I have to let her shave my head.
Yeah, you should shave his head live on camera so everybody can see.
Here's my doggy. Here's one of my doggies.
Actually, Trevor, you should do it as a fundraiser for something, and then do it inside. Do it in the store. That would draw people to
Here's
the
another
store,
doggy.
and it'll be a fundraising event.
Both
Yeah?
of them at once.
Yeah, 2 in 1. So that would actually build visibility of the store, and it would also do. And you can advertise in both locations, and it would also be for a good cause, right?
Yes, always.
Yeah, and have her shave it, and that'll even be better when she does it for you.
Be the good girl that you normally are.
Oh, now she's shy all of a sudden again.
Yeah, she's at the laser store all day, so now she's saying.
Well, it's not. Yeah, but being in the store, it is long days for her with all the work you're doing there.
I see Ricky in the reflection. She's not at the other store right now. You already closed over there. All right.
Yeah, it's
8 o'clock.
it's 7. It's 7 here, so.
Oh, 2 hours
Back.
difference.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
no.
gonna jump off, guys. It's time to
All
get
right.
my helpers out.
Hello.
Hey,
I got the whole team here. Let's see. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
hey guys.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Oh, you want to come in, Justin? Sure. Let me get you the link. 1 second. Justin's going to join us for a while.
I'll see y'all later.
Hey,
All right,
and
take care.
congratulations on the store.
Saturday, Gary.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah, man. See y'all
Take
later.
care. Justin said he's going to drop in and say hi.
All right. I'll be right
Oh.
back.
Sure. So that was cool. And it's great. He has his new store, and apparently it's doing well straight off the bat. So it's fantastic. And I hope it just keeps growing and growing because there's not enough environments like that. I will be at Murph. Yes, I'm only be there for the Saturday because it's a 4-hour drive for me. So I'm going to, instead of staying over, I'm going to drive down early Saturday morning, be there for the day, and drive back again Saturday evening. That's what I did last year. So I will be down there just for the day. No problem, Justin. So if you don't know Justin, Breaker 3D, Justin, he was actually one of the 3 people responsible for planning the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival. And it took off like it exploded. He was talking about doing some of the old Ender machines that he has. He's got a whole series of Ender machines, and he's talking about selling some of those in the upcoming sale. But check out the Facebook group, because he often has Amazon returns on the Facebook group, and he sells them through that Facebook group. So you'd have to ping him through that and ask, and if you pick one that you want, and talk to him there, and he'll tell you how much, with shipping. But no, it's really cool. He does a lot of those Amazon returns, and about 80% of them, he said, are like new in the box. Like people return them because they didn't even want to. They changed their mind, so they're perfectly brand new. And every one that he ships out, he assembles, tests, reboxes, and he ships it to you. And if you happen to be in Florida, where he is, in Navarre, all the printers he sells there, he assembles and tests them, and he sells it to a person as a built machine. He doesn't ask you to assemble it at home. The ones he does over the internet, like from these Facebook groups, he does ship it and you assemble it at home. But if you buy it from his store, and especially if you're new to 3D printing, he'll build it and test it, and he'll give you a working machine from his store, and you take it away fully functional. So we have Justin.
Hey guys.
Maybe your video's not loading, Justin.
I see myself.
Remove, add. Justin, your video is wonky.
I can see it. Hold on.
Hey, your video is
Can you hear me?
You're frozen.
We hear and see you.
Huh.
He's not frozen. I can see him moving.
Oh.
I don't see him moving.
He's moving. He's okay.
Jerry, how many fingers am I holding up?
4. You're going, hey, whoa, what's up, man? Peace.
No,
Nixon. Peace.
I don't know. Boy,
I think
I'm not getting
Liam
his
broke.
video.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I'm getting yours fine, and then I got everybody else's, just not him's.
He was blinking. That's happened to you before for some reason. Must be something with StreamYard.
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can hear me. I assume he can see me too.
I don't. Let me take my cell phone and come back in 1 second.
Someone
Later.
kick Liam.
Bye.
Hey, that's better.
Ladies
anyway.
and gentlemen, there he is. I was going to announce you.
You weren't
Can
fast
you hear
enough.
me?
Wow, I for some
Yes, we
reason
hear
I
you.
can't see, or his video is frozen for me, and his
Well,
but
let me do
yours is
this.
fine, Jerry.
I'm gonna hop out and hop back in.
So that's
Hold on.
really weird. There must be
fine.
something weird going on with. Oh, he left now.
He said he's going to hop back in.
Yeah, there must be something weird with StreamYard, because that's unusual.
When I first sat down, he was blinking in and out for some unknown reason, but I could hear him each time. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was like spotty, and it looks the same.
Is that
No.
better?
Yep, you're there.
It's an issue.
Justin,
It's an
you
issue with
continue
him.
on. Pretend. Just
No,
ignore me
no.
and talk away. And
Do-
Jerry
do
will
your-
relay something. I for some reason
Go ahead and just
you're
reboot.
showing you're not streaming properly for me.
Jerry, tell him to try
You're
turning
showing
it
up
off and
as-
on again.
Still,
Liam, pull yourself out and come back in.
Fully
I just
out.
did a
Like,
minute
close
ago.
your browser out.
I don't know. Yeah, I can see him. Hey, what's going on, buddy? How you been?
Hey, oh, you know.
okay,
Still
I'm going to
recovering.
try and reload my browser
Yep.
because it's weird.
Yeah,
Just 1 second, guys. So
recovering from
I probably will freeze.
the mayhem.
Or you can reboot your computer. StreamYard won't drop. It'll stay live. Alrighty. It's a Justin show. Go right ahead, Brencore 3D.
Breakcore.
Breakcore, sorry.
You're good. I'm trying to figure out why I have separation on my lines. Hold on. Printing parts, and something doesn't look right.
Jerry,
Yeah?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Liam, I can hear you.
okay,
and see
now
you.
everyone's frozen.
Yep.
No.
It's a Liam issue.
Now even Jerry's experiencing timeout problems.
Huh.
I don't know.
Odd.
So I don't know what's going on. So what's happening with do the
Did
rest of you guys see it
did
all
you have your
working
Jerry?
fine
Did
for
you
you
drink
guys?
Did you take your medicine?
Because
this
as far as I
morning?
can see now, Jerry and Justin are. No, Jerry's back. Normal
Did you-
speed.
Did you have your Geritol this morning, and did you take the blue pill?
Well, Justin is still freezing on me. You're back, but
Let me try one more thing. I'm going
And
to
I
try
don't
a
know
different
what's going on.
browser.
You're dressed, Justin. You're fine. I can see and hear you. You've never went
Oh, yeah.
away.
'cause I left and came back in, and it didn't
Yeah,
fix it.
try.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell Liam to try a different browser.
try a different browser, Liam. What are you using? Chrome? I use
I
Chrome.
only ever use Chrome. But okay,
Try
I have
Firefox or
5,000 windows
Opera.
open, so let me see if I can close
Yeah,
some of
you
these.
probably are overloaded on RAM.
I don't know.
Who knows?
You know, I render my videos in DaVinci Resolve, and I went from 32 gigs of RAM to 64 gigs of RAM on my computer. And when I render, I got 3 monitors. So I shut down 2 monitors, and it still kicks out my video. The other day, I done a video, and I had to reboot my computer at least 5 to 6 times because DaVinci Resolve, when I'm rendering a video on, not even uploading to YouTube, will lock up my video. And I don't know what's causing it.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah, I don't know what's happening. Justin is still showing as being as. Right now, I see him standing with his back to me at the back
Yeah,
of the room.
he's not talking right now. There he
Yeah,
is. Here he
sorry.
comes.
But I don't even see him moving.
Okay.
Okay.
What the heck?
So, all right, okay. Well,
No,
Justin, I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm not going to hear your
No.
side of the conversation. I
Let
don't
me
know why this
try
is
one
happening,
more
but it
thing.
is.
I'm going to try
'Cause
one
I can
more
see
thing.
Jerry
I'll be
fine.
right
I can
back.
see me fine.
I hear and see Justin fine, so I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
See, now he said, F you guys, you're arguing, and he left. No, he didn't say that. I'm joking.
That's not Justin. We know better.
I just realized you don't know what he said, so you believe me for a second. Anyway.
Let's see if it works this time.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's slow to load his video. Let's see.
Well, chat's having a good time watching this.
I know, yeah, making fun of us.
Well, you can
The blind
rewatch.
leading the blind, guys, isn't it?
Liam, rewatch this later, and you'll see where you're talking, and he's talking to you, and everything's fine.
Any better?
I
No,
think it's
he's still not
What
loading
the-
properly.
That's got to be on him.
It's all right, Justin. I'll tell you what. I'll be quiet. You can talk. I'll
No,
make you
no,
full screen.
It's got to
You can
be
see
no,
Justin
no, no,
fine now,
no.
Jerry.
Yeah,
He's
just
talking.
no. It doesn't.
Okay, I'm
It
gonna
doesn't
make
work
Justin
that way.
go
This
full
is a
screen.
cohesive stream. No, we're good.
So
There you go.
Justin
Now you're on.
talking.
Now you got the floor. There you go. How's everything?
It's busy. Busy planning for next year's even bigger event.
Well, at the very least, you met 1 million people you probably didn't already know, and now you got a lot
I
of
met a lot of
contacts.
people.
If you ever, for whatever reason, you have a lot
Hey,
of contacts.
Vincent.
Yeah, I know everybody.
Cool.
I know
Well,
everybody now. Well, I
so,
don't. 'Cause I
Um,
got a little face blind.
even
after
though
a
I
while.
can't hear you, Justin, right? I'm hearing one half the conversation, whatever Jerry responds to. I will say, big congratulations on the success of the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival, man. Well deserved. It looks like it was a knockout couple of days, and I'm so happy. What we need is something like that on my side because I think Murph needs to be moved. But that's my opinion.
Murph won't be moved.
He said Murph won't be moved.
I know.
John
For
and
anybody
Sonny are
watching-
happy where it is.
For anybody watching, Liam cannot see or hear Justin. That's what's going on. So, but other than that, everybody else can see all three of us. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see everything else, but apparently Justin's audio is not coming through, and every now and again I get a new still image. Yeah, I'd have to try a full reboot.
yeah, when you popped out, Justin, I told Liam, you said F you guys, and you left. And he looked at me kind of shocked for a minute. I said, no, I'm just kidding. Because he didn't know what was said or didn't see it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
let me do a reboot. You guys stay here and stream. Let me do a full reboot. And give me a few minutes, okay?
All right.
If that doesn't work, well, then too bad.
Hey, Liam, make him little again before you leave.
He's gone.
No, I'm going to keep him there the whole way through it.
Okay.
All right. Works for me. Sorry, my cat's trying to get into the trash. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh, man. That was an insane event.
Yeah, when I asked
Hmm?
you that man's name, I didn't realize we were already friends on Facebook, but I didn't know what his name was.
Yeah.
So
No,
I'm
he's
going to
good.
invite him to my hangout Saturday.
There's some stuff that me and him are working on for next year that we are really excited for. So
Cool.
it's next year we're gonna have double the space, 36,000 square feet, which is going to be the biggest.
Same
Rep Rap
building
Festival.
plus
Same
another
building. The building actually has. Let me pull it up here. So it's 2 halls. It's connected, right?
Yeah.
I won't be able to share. Well, I'll figure that out when he gets back. We were just in the north hall, and then there's a south hall. And that I mean, that's another 18K. We're going to split it up a little bit differently. Bigger aisles, bigger booths.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, Kate's saying in chat saying that Trevor was just on showing his store in Florida, and that Liam suggested he should do mini bots of some sort.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have our battle races and our drag racers, which were a massive hit, except we didn't get enough people.
Yeah, somebody the first day, or I think it was on Sunday, posted a video before to anybody else. They were standing a ways down the course right next to Zach, and they filmed the whole thing. I'm not sure who that was, but
yeah, no, there was a lot of video. Even Caleb got video.
Yeah.
You know.
Very cool.
But no, Silverback. Murph is and I went last year. Murph is a free-for-all. It is meant for you to come to the event, show up, and hang out. Nothing against John and Sonny. They're great guys. They just want to have the event. We want to have the event every year. We want this to be the biggest event every year. We're not talking like rapid size, but if it grows again, we have some thoughts on bigger, which will be nuts.
Do the people that run ERP and Murph that organize it, are they into the hobby?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay.
I haven't talked. I know some of them are. Some of them are just organizing an event for the community.
Yeah.
You know. I know John and Sonny are, but just like me, I ran an event. I did not get to show off anything of my own stuff because I didn't have time, you know.
You could have, unless you can find somebody to man your own booth.
So one of our organizers, Zach, he also runs It Works 3D, and luckily it was a very light problem here and there thing, so we barely needed him. His wife and daughter did not come, and he had to man his own booth for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't work out so well, but he sold a bunch of stuff. You know, that was the original thought. That for me, it was, hey, I'll start an event and I'll be able to show off my stuff. Nope, not even a little bit.
When I come next year, I guess I could have a table. I can put my banner on it, have some stuff on it, but then I want to walk around and meet everybody. Also.
And you can do that, and that's not a problem. Now, it will be a problem with the amount of people. I guess that's a heck of a problem to have. Is too many people.
It's like, hey, Justin, where'd my bamboo go? Did you see it?
What bamboo?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't take a bamboo. There's benefits to it, but long term, those printers aren't going to last.
Time will tell.
Exactly. I mean,
no, I'm interested in what I can't remember the man's name that
Scott.
had the dragsters and helped you with the event. Are you back?
Scott. Yep. Can you hear me, Liam?
No, I can.
Yay!
Now you just ruined the stream. Now that I can hear you.
yeah, exactly. But no, it was insane.
When he turned the person that built it at the show that came from some other country.
Yep.
Took an Ender 3 and made the little Core XY printer. That is a really cool video.
Yeah, that is Andres with Ender 3 belt kit.
Okay.
So they needed, someone went to Micro Center, picked up an Ender 3, and he brought the upgrade kit, which was relatively small. And, you know.
He told me to reach out to him at Murph last year to ping him about getting a kit.
Hmm?
And I've lost his card.
I have his info. Just ping me. I'm good. Me and him are friends at this point. So
yeah, because I'd like to do one of his belt kits.
Right.
But it was a great show, and congratulations, man.
We have 2 belts right now, me and Liam, that are complete garbage. That probably cost the company $100 in parts and cost me $75 in bolts.
Right.
Just sitting over here, and I don't think it's ever going to work.
Yeah, but the Andres one is it's all metal. Everything's metal.
Yeah, he loves his CNC'd parts. Nothing wrong with that, but it kind of breaks the spirit of it, you know.
But the good thing about the CNC parts is they're rigid, they're strong, they're not going to break.
Yeah, they'll bend.
Not by much though. They're not, but
No.
the way he does the kit, I've seen his kits. They're well engineered.
Hi.
Oh yeah.
It's not. You're not ready for a cracker yet. You just had one.
All right.
All the bamboo cones are coming out already right now, Kit.
Yeah,
are
Reality-
copying them.
I just seen a video of
So-
Realities. I think it was this
Chili
morning.
Tech.
So here's
them.
here's something small that I got from the event.
Wow, a lot of test cubes.
Yeah, it's one big test cube.
Oh, the show
almost-
next year,
It
yeah.
almost
The
looks like
Voron,
it looks like it's from the game Portal almost.
right? Yeah.
Portal cube.
The Voron team gave this to me and signed it
Oh, nice.
at the end. So that was that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but I'll figure it
The opening on top was it full of $10 bills?
out.
Yeah.
$100 bill? Now on Sunday, I went around and got myself some autographs.
Oh, very nice.
All the sponsors, a few of the makers, all the influencers, the staff, and
Hey, Brindle.
that thing's just packed with people. You know, and this thing I'm going to seal and keep forever.
Clear coat.
Oh, yeah, I got to figure that out. Yep.
Yeah, get some clear coat, non-glossy, matte clear coat.
I don't know
need to
about that.
seal it.
Cool. And that's from Big Jono, right?
That's from Big Jano. Yep.
Yeah, I've never seen that on his table. Real nice job.
Yep. Little gaps, but it was a layer change. He designed it for, single extrusion.
Excellent. That's very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice seeing him there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, so much stuff.
Yeah, sealing and epoxy might be better. If you hit it with a clear coat, it might eat up the signatures and mess
I'm going to
up.
talk to like an antique company or something and see what they use. I don't want to risk any of the signatures.
Yeah, you want to seal them on before you do any
That's-
epoxy or anything
exactly.
first, because
Yeah.
I don't think a clear coat will do anything with the signatures if it's done with a permanent pen, but a
Yeah.
epoxy could dissolve them.
Just take another old build plate you have, mark on it with different types of ink, and then practice. If you can't figure it out, experiment on
Right.
something you can throw away.
A frame
Right.
in a shadow box, yeah, but it'll fade over time, so you want to
Yeah.
seal it first.
Yeah, we got to, roll a D6. Yeah, roll that thing. Are you kidding me? No. Here's what's left over of my drag racer after a bit of demolition derby.
Yeah, it's a shame. I wouldn't want to. If I built it, I wouldn't want to crash it. Then you gotta
I built it. Well, it was fun because Scott decided to play demo derby after the last race and keep crashing into me as we were driving back up. And I mean, I didn't build this to win. I built this to just race.
When you guys first started racing those, I couldn't see because the camera angle was so far away.
Yep.
Somebody
yeah.
said smoke. What happened? What was smoke?
That was Zach's racer. We tried to do burnouts and he overdid it and blew his cap on his ESC and it was smoking like crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he overheated it, yeah.
Oh yeah. So next year, 80 amp ESCs with fans. And we're looking at making these things even faster.
Yep. The first day, Zach was on my live stream, and I asked him if he could hold his laptop and look around. He goes, "I'll do one better than that, Jerry Knapp." He set it on his head and walked around the room with it. That was cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
He goes, you owe
mean,
me big time. You're going to get a good show here. And he's walking around telling everybody whose live stream he was on.
Right. Oh yes. Kate knows about this. So I built two drag racers. No, two battle racers and one drag racer. And let me find a picture here. I'm gonna share this picture. It does not have the kid's face in it, so
Yeah, Jack Tour was fun, yeah.
sorry, I have a million different things here.
Did you watch many of the videos, Liam, about Rocky Mountain Rep people
I
taping it?
watched a few of them, yeah.
All right. So that was one of my two battle racers. So I had two. I intended for someone to drive the other. And so I gave this kid, Jim Edgetech found this kid, Atticus. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's the switch. Okay.
Yep. Just carnage. And I let him drive this blue one, which I printed most of mine the same, with the same tread. So I had 3 different levels of TPU on the tracks. So like this black one that I made, the blue is 85A, the red is 95A, and the black is 75A.
Okay.
And the benefit of that is, because I'm in automotive, a tire isn't one hardness. So I ended up using that. And the blue one, there's a video, and this guy was just shoving people across the entire.
Well, on a dry
course.
surface, the softer material would get better grip.
Yes, that was the whole idea. Let me see. We've got so
That's
many
why.
photos.
That's why there's a difference between summer and winter tires. Summer tires are
Exactly.
softer material.
Yep.
Winter are harder rubber, and then the all weather is a mix between the two. It's halfway between them.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to find another round of photos. There's a lot of albums worth of stuff. Let's see. Like, there's, I mean, someone did this like old Bel Air style one. Here's how busy it was at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a time lapse. Chris Riley did.
Riley. Yep.
He had the camera set up and he sped it up. It's like 3 or 4 minutes long, and
it was 1 minute. Yeah.
it's like at one point too many people. Yeah.
Yeah, we did have too many people for sure at one point.
Did you hang out with John Olaf over at all?
I didn't know he was there.
He was there. Yeah, he's with Lulzbot.
Oh yeah,
He's the
I
CEO
know. I
of
didn't.
Lulzbot.
No, I didn't. I didn't have time. I kind of just checked in with them here and there because I had to manage a bunch of stuff.
I went to CES in Vegas a couple times with my son a few years back, and some of the halls were so swamped with people trying to walk. You would get claustrophobic. There's too many people.
Oh, he's there again with his backpack printer. Yeah.
There's Mitch. He had redone it. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Oh, there's my buddy Gus. He does Halo armor.
Nice.
Yeah, he'll be on Hot Makes in a few weeks. Here you go. This was the giveaway at 3:00 on Saturday. The absolute amount of people.
That was for the LDO, right? The LDO.
That was for I don't know. No, that was for Voron giving away a fully built 2.4.
Oh, okay.
And just look at the amount of people. Sorry, it's loading. Come on. There you go. There were so many.
Looks like too many people for the building, though.
Nah, we were warned, but we have plans for next year. Now, they were 10-foot aisles. So most events can handle 10-foot aisles. This event, because of the amount of crowds, could not.
In order to be warned, somebody would have to be there monitoring, like the fire marshal or somebody gets
there was event staff, the venue staff was there, and they didn't warn us. We got a little, hey, you were a little busy at one point after, and so we're planning for that for next year. No big deal.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we're gonna have at least 10 to 15 more sponsors next year. 2 halls, which is amazing. If I pull this up,
how big are the tables? 8 foot, 6 foot?
8 foot by 31 inches. We do have an option for some wood tables, which will most likely be upon special request.
Yeah.
For heavier equipment, yeah.
For heavier stuff. We had a few requests. So we were in the North Hall. That's 18,000 square feet. Then you have the 25, 30 foot, aisle that's wide. And that is, I don't remember. I think it's like 40 feet, 50 feet long. So we'll put food tables to eat there because there's concessions. And then we'll have another 18,000 square feet. We do have the option to run a split wall. And we also have the option for 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, or we can make this one room and this one room. And I'm tempted to make. Huh?
In Colorado, the concessions are probably reasonably priced, aren't they?
Yeah, $15 for tenders and fries.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's event food, but
yeah.
I mean, they did over 2 days. They did $7,000 in concessions.
Yeah,
and everyone was raving about the concessions. So
that's good.
But yeah, so next year I think this will be like a break room, and then I think we're gonna open this up and make this a like speech, like not a speaking room, but something like that. Because we used,
room.
we used this corner here and it was nowhere near big enough.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna do this as some kind of presentation room, but we need to see what the cost is on these rooms too, because these could be expensive. Who knows?
So did you at least make your money back on it?
I didn't spend a penny besides gas and time. None of
That's
us did. The sponsors took care of pretty much everything.
That's the way it should be, right?
I asked Justin a few days ago about that. When you set something like that up, hey Matt, when you set something up that he said he lined up all the sponsors and everything before he ever booked it, that way you can figure out what's going to happen dollar wise.
Right. Yeah. Well, we had our name on it before we sent out to sponsors. Once we hit enough money, we paid for the hall and we were locked.
Okay, good.
So, we're not playing games. We're there to do an event.
Sorry, I'm late.
Surprise! No, you're fine.
Look like you just woke up.
You're only 2 hours late. We figured, hey, you look like you got some sleep.
I did.
You got sleep or something else happened, but you look like you're in a real good mood. And
Yeah,
Right.
I did sleep.
Yeah, it was an insane amount of people.
Now that Matt's here, it's time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
yeah, Matt, that was pretty cool when I woke up and seen Sanix's video and they spun the wheel with like 1,000 people on it and I won grand prize. I couldn't believe it. That was really cool. I got a GK2 AK resin printer. It's like, wow, really neat. I don't ever win stuff like that. I once in a blue moon win a roll of filament, and that was really cool that I won out on that.
Hey, Justin, did you see the CNC I'm putting together?
No.
It's a Sainsmart Genmitsu Prover 4030. So it's got the NEMA 23s and a 300 watt spindle on it.
So Fabrico did a bunch of giveaway boxes. Like they just worked with sponsors and gave a bunch of stuff away in these boxes. And I've got some LDO superpower steppers.
What's the difference in the superpower?
2.8 amps.
So higher torque. Okay.
Oh yeah, that'll go on my Trident.
Yeah, the NEMA 23s are bigger than that. But.
Yeah, I actually had to get 5160 stepper drivers to run these.
Oh, you would, yeah. You would have. So let me show you.
I'm going to put them on here too. Not these, but I'm going to switch them out. Yeah.
The new Creality printer they just released, that's a lot like the P1P, has some huge pulleys in the back of it. It's got some really big pulleys.
Liam, so one of the battle racer I let the kid drive, he won.
Good.
And then he won $500 from Polymaker towards a printer, $300 in filament. They already have 2 printers, and then I gave him one of my battle racers.
Nice. So this is the x-axis of the CNC with the spindle already on it.
Nice.
Wow.
300 watt spindle. This thing is heavy. Damn heavy.
Can you hold it a little bit longer like this?
Sure, I can.
Yeah. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
Now he's going to be
I can keep going. It's fine.
Right.
See, I'm not you, Matt.
And this is my Makita mount for the CNC I got in the mail a while ago. And Dave Gatton had designed a little bushing here that I can put in. So instead of putting a DeWalt router in here, I'll put my Makita in here. And I'll do that after the spring so I can start working on my next video for my Sainsmart 4040.
Yeah, I have on mine as well. I got the option.
Hello from Denmark.
Hey, Sun Turtle, how are you? So I have the option for the router as well to be added to mine. Mine came with that option.
Nice.
So I made, but a 300 watt spindle, the difference between a spindle and a router is way noisier.
Right.
Oh yeah, it's strange.
So, like spindles are designed to run quiet.
Yes.
So
you get the same cutting at a way less.
You guys want to see a big fail?
Sorry?
You guys want to see a big fail?
Put him on a big screen.
Sure, yeah. Let me drag you over.
To find it. Hold on.
Are you posting the picture? Or are you just going to show it
I'm
on
just
screen?
going to share the screen. Bear with me here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I thought I was going to hold his phone up.
Nah, it'd
Oh,
be
thank
easier.
you for the rockets. Yeah. This is not this rocket. This Saturn V. This is the Lego rocket.
Yeah.
But these over here are 3D printed rockets.
Here's a nice big fail. Tell me what you see wrong with this picture.
Can you zoom in?
No, I can't.
I don't see a fan on the hot end. Looks like it's bent. You ran into something.
It looks
Wow.
like it's warped. Yeah.
So that's a mosquito.
The
So
heat break. Is it the heat break is bent?
nope. The heat breaks straight. Well, so the mosquitoes use 4 hollow tubes and 2 tiny ass screws to hold the hot block on.
Right.
A screw fell out.
Hey, Chris.
Did all that happen and did it hit something and bent?
Nope. Nothing's bent
Oh, it just fell.
except the 4 hollow tubes. The screws are gone. I can't find them. Yeah. Destroyed a print bed. Oh,
Chris says the
Travis.
problem is Sephoron.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so slight mistake. And to buy parts to fix it, I would have spent $80-$90. I just ordered a new hot end. I'm like,
Yeah. So yeah. Well, you can
because
probably,
that insulator, that little white insulator alone is $30.
Wow.
I'm like, no, I've got a local company here that sells parts.
Hmm. a pour on. What? Okay.
Whatever happened with your pilot's license? You said you gave up on it. You're not going to pursue it.
Not for now. Financially, I have some other stuff to take care of before I look
right.
into that again.
Yeah. Well, getting a license is expensive.
These days, if you do it in 80 hours, you'll spend $30K.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's too much. And even after that, for every time you want to like lease a plane, that's
Right.
obscene money.
Oh yeah, buying a plane is as much as a house right now, basically,
Or more. Or
yeah,
more. And that's for like a small Cessna you're talking about too.
right.
Yeah,
That's
my
what
uncle,
we're learning in, isn't it? What is a Cessna?
my dad's brother,
It
my
was in
uncle,
a Archer, Piper
Okay.
Archer.
my dad's brother, my uncle spent over 30 years building a plane like from World War One.
Mhm.
One seat in front of the other, 2 wings. He flew it 5 times, and he died in it.
Right.
Is going to land over the dry lake bed, not near California, Nevada border, and witnesses from the highway said it looked like he came in too steep.
Mhm.
So when he hit the ground, his landing gear would have crushed, nosedive, plane flipped over, snapped his neck when it crushed the tail.
Yeah.
So the assumption is that he didn't have any reference points, and maybe he misjudged where the ground
It's hard
was.
on
when he-
sand.
If
Anything
you didn't-
that's dry like sand is very hard to judge.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't have any reference points, you can't necessarily see the ground.
Yeah. Sand and
Yeah,
water
and
are
trust
really
me,
different.
at night, I didn't fly at night, but I wanted to, but flying at night's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tim at TH3D sent me a roll of filament, I guess.
Oh, that's what's the stuff he sells?
Spaghetti. I asked for a specific roll because my wife actually named.
His spaghetti filament print's real nice colors.
I love
This
flying.
is
Here's his
apparently
spaghetti
it's
right here.
Spaghetti Enigma. It's literally clear PLA. What the hell?
Yeah. Kate, I love flying. I fly like I love to fly, and I like long flights.
I
The
know.
longest
I
flight I
went
did
4
was
hours
from-
max.
The longest flight I did was New York to Singapore, which
Ouch.
is 19 and a half hours nonstop.
I don't like when the plane leaves the runway and the back of the plane's doing this.
Well,
As a-
I mean, you kind
As
of
you
have to do
climb?
that to go up.
I
You
know.
have to, yeah.
But it's like this, Kate. There's nothing to be afraid of because if something goes wrong, you're never going to know it. It'll be over and it'll be just like sleeping. You'll never know what happened.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
see, being,
I'm
there's no problem about being worried about heights. A lot of people are scared of heights, and I understand, but height is not the problem. It's never the fall that hurts you. It's a sudden stop at the end is a killer.
Yeah, I'm afraid of heights, and I went skydiving twice in the 80s. My second jump, I didn't brake properly, and I broke my right foot. But once I got out of the airplane, it was great all the way down. My chute opened. It was great. It was windy. You're dropping like a rock. You don't really know it. But yeah, I loved it. I've been up in a chopper. I've been in a hot air balloon, but I'm afraid of heights. And I use more construction in town.
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
falling doesn't hurt.
If I'm on a
It's
building,
not
Ground hitting hurts.
if I'm on a building being built 30 or 40 stories tall, if I have something to hang on to when I look over, I'm fine.
Yeah.
If there's nothing there, it scares the hell out of me because I think a ghost is going to push me off the edge.
When
But
I
if
went
I
to the
Well, we're not going to start talking about ghosts. No, there's no such thing.
when I went to the Hoover Dam, I peeked over the dam. I had to have my wife hold my belt. I wasn't. I just needed something to feel secure.
Yeah, I've been to Hoover Dam.
Today. Yeah, that's shorter though because you're coming over the North Pacific. The other one is the longest commercial flight. Is New York to it's New York to Singapore.
Justin,
It's the longest commercial flight.
a quarter of a mile from my house is Lake Mead Driveway in Sunrise Mountain. There's a 2-lane road that goes around the back of Lake Mead and that comes out right by the dam. So I'm not that far away if I were to drive it.
Nice.
Oh, I got some news. I talked to Bamboo contacted me, and the ones that I do a lithophane for them, and they're gonna send me some special equipment to make colored lithophane, true colored lithophanes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, and they say I use 4 different rolls of filament.
You're going to be like Naomi Wu. They're going to come out with this product in the future. And your picture is going to be on the box.
Think so?
No, they won't do that, Jerry. They want to attract customers, not scare them off.
Hey, oi! I can look sexy.
Right.
Awesome.
If you must say so yourself.
That's really cool that Bamboo wants you to be a tester for a product because,
Yeah.
as we know, you do lithophanes left and right for year after year, and you're great at it. So
Version
very
of
cool.
evolution, yeah.
Very awesome.
Right.
So I'm
All right.
waiting on the stuff to be coming to me soon. So
Nice.
very excited.
No, he's sending it away, Kate. He's not bringing it back. He's sending it away.
Oh, and Liam, I did find some ringing.
Like I said, like I was showing,
Yeah.
turn the parts 40, about 30 to 45 degrees, so they're not. Which axis is it on, the X or the Y?
It's going up and down.
No, that doesn't answer the question. Is it on the front of the printer or the sides of the part?
Hold on. So hard to tell on the black one, but on the white one it's a little bit easier to see. Maybe it's
Well, Thursday, secrecy should be good. Joel is going to be there.
here you go.
He said he's going to be at that.
You can see it on here on the border right there.
Okay, but what?
But it's
position-
minimum.
Okay, question.
It was
the
like this,
What-
printing like that.
Okay, the front is the narrow part was the front on the x-axis, right?
Yeah.
So you're seeing it on the y-axis. Try turning it the other way around. See if you see it on the x-axis as well.
All right. Yeah. I mean,
And
it's
the reason-
minimum.
Now, what they
I have
recommend
to
is,
go really close.
but what they say is print faster. Go to sport mode when you're printing. That may not work very well though for lithophanes, but give it a try. That's what they recommend. But what I do is I turn the part so there's no flat face. Everything's at an angle.
Yeah. But
And-
for me,
or
it's kind of
nickel as well.
minimal. So
Yeah.
it's very small. And I have to look very close to it in an angle like this to actually see those little.
Yeah, well, mine stood up very clearly, but I'm working around it. But that reminds me, I need to reload a new 10 kilo. On the Bamboo, Justin,
Yeah.
I'm running 10 kilo spools on the Bamboo Labs
Nice.
of recycled PET.
Yeah.
I mean, just look how nice this comes out so far. I mean, wow.
Yeah, no, they print fine. I just got one with issues, but I managed to find ways around it.
Yeah.
Um, but I haven't done an enclosure for it. I will at some point, but I haven't done an enclosure
Right.
for it. It's busy printing all the time. I got it 4 months ago, and I haven't stopped printing yet. It's going 24/7.
Kay
Right.
wants to know what you're printing, Justin.
Voron parts and a dragon, and this printer's down. I sold a printer at the event, so this printer's replacing it eventually. So
Since you built the belt printer, what do you think of it? It's like a novelty, or you don't really?
there's a use for it, and it's nice, but it's not the easiest thing to deal with.
It'd be like a chocolate printer. You use it once in a while, and it was fun to build. And that's about it.
The chocolate printer would be useful if I could find a place to actually use it and sell the food that doesn't have
Yeah.
a cat running around.
Yeah.
And if I could sell it to wedding planners,
Yeah.
that's the
Product.
big
The
thing.
product you print on it. Yeah.
You just need to learn to bake, and you have to cook, bake more, Justin.
My wife does all the baking, but we don't want to do that as a business.
Take care, Chris.
I do all the
For hanging
cooking.
out. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
Take care, Chris. Have a great day.
Yeah, the only thing about I wish they didn't had the Midwest rep rap in June. I wish they had it a little bit earlier.
They can't. So they used to have it in April, but
They had it in April last year.
no, it was June last year. I was
Are you
there.
sure? Because it was
I was-
cooler.
The last 2 years, it's been at the same building.
Yeah, but I thought it was it June?
I ordered a kitchen appliance earlier. That was $220. I got $50 off. 216 with tax. Really
Right.
super cool. It's called the Ninja Creamy.
Mhm.
You can take fruit or just about anything and basically turn it into ice cream.
Right.
You can make gelatos with it. It's got a lot of really cool features. It's 1,000 times better than a blender. It's called the Ninja Creamy. I've seen some videos on it, and I've done a lot of research. And I bought the larger version. That'll be really cool.
Right.
Because I like to eat lots of unhealthy ice cream and stuff. But if I can take bananas and fruit and different things, and make something that's good for me, low calorie, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, make frozen yogurt.
Okay, Kate. I thought we could be friends. You just said you hate ice cream. What's wrong with you, woman?
Who hates ice cream?
Kate,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's not
ice
ice. It's
cream.
not ice cream, but it'll look like ice cream.
Right.
I mean, I hate to scream, like,
Yeah, ice
scream.
cream, you scream, you
Ice
ice
cream,
cream,
yeah.
right? No, actually, I don't like a lot of the fancy ice creams. I like plain ice creams like vanilla or lemon, like simple
Right.
stuff like that.
I used to love pistachio. My favorite flavor now would be peanut butter chocolate. I love peanut butter.
See, I don't
chocolate.
like those combinations of ice cream. I like simple things like strawberry, or I don't like chocolate ice cream at all. Um,
Right.
but like simple
Like
stuff like
Waldmeister.
lemon. A lemon sorbet is really good and refreshing in the summer.
How about Waldmeister?
What?
How about Waldmeister?
No.
You should know what this is.
Yeah.
My favorite candy are Reese's miniatures. If they're cold, I can't eat warm chocolate. It's got to be refrigerated.
Yeah, more for the rest of us. Yeah, I eat some chocolate. I'm really not a huge chocolate eater. I eat some, but not much.
Right.
Like I did the experiment with them to measure the speed of light with the chocolate bar, and my son ate chocolate.
My question was, you
So
misunderstood.
here's the evidence.
You touched it with your fingers. Did the finger hit your mouth, or did you
Of
wipe
course
it on
it
a
did.
napkin? Well, that's what I was asking. I didn't ask about the chocolate bar. I wanted to know if you touched it, did you stick your finger in your mouth
I
and lick
did.
it off?
I
That
did
was-
afterwards, yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Sherbet. Yeah, sherbet's good. So yeah, I like that. Yeah, but I'm going to do another one now. I'm waiting for the weather to warm up a bit. I'm going to do another one with which I kind of showed on here a few times to show sound waves in flames in my Rubens cube. I'm going to do a short video on that coming up.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah,
I think-
but
didn't
I
quite
get things for it
understand what I
because
was
of the
looking
music.
at, but maybe you show different angles of it to if people like me that didn't understand what they're looking at, how it works.
Well, okay. Well, you mean the chocolate one?
No, the one with the gas.
Oh, I'll explain it. The way basically what it is, it's a long tube capped on one end, a diaphragm like a rubber diaphragm on the other end, a lot of holes on top like a burner, right? Tiny little holes. Um,
I'm simple-minded, or I'm getting old. So the only thing I understood about the chocolate one, I know that a microwave heats like this. I knew that, so that's why it was melty here and melty here. But as soon as you started measuring it and breaking out a calculator, it went over my head.
okay, well, the idea is a standing wave is created. A standing wave is when a signal goes out, or when a wave goes out and then comes back again. When it bounces, it comes back. That's what happens in a microwave. Where the two waves overlap, that creates a wave that's stagnant, a standing wave. So you have the upper curve and the lower. So you have the upper uh, the upper node part of the node, and then the lower part, right? And it comes up again. And if they repeat, they're called standing waves. Because the signal's going out and bouncing, and it's staying in the same spot. And that's why you have the melt spots that are the same. And because of the length of the wave being a microwave, you actually only measure half of the wave. So you measure from the top of one part of the wave to the bottom of the next. So you multiply the number by 2, whatever the distance you have, to get the full wavelength, right? From peak to peak. That's one full wavelength. And then you multiply that by the gigahertz, and you turn the gigahertz into hertz, because a microwave operates at 2.4 or 2.45 gigahertz, right? Which is 2,450,000,000 hertz, right? And that's why the number was so long. And then you multiply that by the length of the wave, and the number I got was, because I was doing it in millimeters. The number you get is the speed of light in you convert it to meters, because it was so 0.016 of a meter, and then you by multiplying it out, you end up getting the speed of light because you're measuring a microwave, and by measuring the speed of the distance of a microwave, it's actually giving you, because microwaves are electromagnetic radiation, the same as light is, the same as sound, the same as X-rays are, and all that kind of stuff. So by calculating, you're getting to measure the speed of light, because
If
it all moves at the same speed.
anybody in chat understood what he just said, please say something.
Hey, Mika, Steve.
Yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen it, go check the video out. It's on my channel. It's a short video. It's only 4.5 minutes long or so, and it tells you how to measure the speed of light. Now, I did make a mistake. Mika says no, that's fine. So I did make a mistake in there. I kept saying megahertz, and I meant to say gigahertz, right? So ignore that. But other than that, transposing that nomenclature, I explained to you how to use a microwave to measure the speed of light. A microwave and a chocolate bar. That's all you need. But it works, and it's something you can do with kids at home, and they can figure it out.
I was at the store a couple of weeks ago, grocery shopping, and I don't always read what I pick up because I know what I'm grabbing, so I don't look at it before I put it in the cart. I bought a 6-pack of dark chocolate bars. I don't eat dark chocolate. I know it's good for you. I can't stand it.
I prefer dark chocolate.
I gave them all to my wife, and then I went back to the store yesterday, and I bought 2 packs of milk chocolate because I like milk chocolate. Obviously, by looking at me, but I don't like dark chocolate.
Well, milk chocolate, the best milk chocolate out there, the best high production milk chocolate out there is Cadbury's. Hershey's is terrible. He's a terrible after this. Cadbury's does not. Right? It's good milk chocolate, and that's in my opinion anyway. Right?
Yeah.
And I like dark chocolate, so I do like dark chocolate.
And since I sold that model on Etsy, that paid for this Ninja Creamy that I bought. So it ain't like I spent money I shouldn't be spending. That model paid for that. So
try dark chocolate, Jerry, with chili.
Oh, here's a cool thing. You don't have to make me the. So one of my friends, Reed, he brought a MakerBot cupcake to the event. Hold on, let me do this.
I remember somebody in a video that had a whole bunch of really old wooden printers from back in the day.
Yep, that's Reed. He's
good.
local.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a MakerBot cupcake circa 2006.
Okay. That was way back when I first seen 3D printers. I'm like, nah, that don't interest
Yep,
me.
it was different back then.
Well, back then, 3D printers were good for giving you a hard time and burning your house down.
When they first came out with the CR10, I think it had been out for a couple months. That's when I first learned about 3D printing. And my friend in the UK, Kevin Sharp, had a lot of really cool statues. I'm like, oh, from Sanix. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get a 3D printer. So I ordered one. And then a month later, I'm ordering a second one. And then, if you ever seen my videos, like everything went to hell after that. So anyway, but at least if I'm selling something and you come to my house and you want to know about 3D printing, I can stand there and talk. Because I've been doing it for a long time. I'm not an expert by any means, but I know what I know from what I've done and my own personal experiences.
Yeah. So me and Steve, I agree that 90% dark chocolate is bitter. It's good. But if you get it, you can get dark chocolate that have chili in them.
Strawberry
And that
sauce.
little bit of spice coming through, the little bit of heat from the chili is actually really good with dark chocolate.
I was making some stuff last week with hamburger, and I put sriracha and onions and different things in it. And then when I'm done, I put cheese in it, and I roll it up in tortillas and eat it. And I accidentally, instead of grabbing smoked paprika, I grabbed cinnamon. I don't know what in the hell I was thinking, but I opened up the cinnamon. I'm sitting there dumping it on my meat on the stove, and then after I had way too much in it, I looked at it thinking, oh no, I put cinnamon in it. And I couldn't take it out. And it didn't taste that bad. When I ate it, I knew there was a different taste, and I couldn't really tell what it was. I knew it was cinnamon, but I couldn't really detect cinnamon when I ate it. And I know then after that, I seen a video where somebody was cooking something, and they used cinnamon in their cooking. And
cinnamon is good for you. Cinnamon is healthy anyway. So
oh yeah, I know.
I don't like it myself,
but
I've
I've never seen it used with meat before until I did it. But hey, what's on, Jenny?
Better late than
Tim
never.
is not showing up now again.
Oh, I'm out of here.
Better late than never. Better late than never.
Everybody's there.
Better late as always.
Not
What?
for me. I don't know what's going on with my machine. Wait, now, let's see. It's trying to load now.
I don't know.
Load faster.
What I do? Did I
For
break
some
it?
reason, Tim is not loading.
How many bars do you have top left under your live button? Is it showing your thing where you have bad reception? That's a bunch of bars on your
No.
cell phone?
Nothing like that.
Yeah, earlier, Tim, when Justin came in, Liam couldn't see him. And then when he did see him, he couldn't hear him and he was frozen. And now he's having that trouble again.
Oh,
I
weird.
don't know what's going on. It's happening.
How you been, Tim? What's going on up in Canada?
Oh, not a whole lot. Summer is here.
Let
My
me
goodness,
log out
we're
and log back in
we're
again. See if
having
I
a
can
heat
get
wave
Tim up.
this
1 second.
Heat wave. Okay.
not compared to you.
I'll be back in a
but-
second, guys.
Well, today it's 80 and windy in Vegas right now, but it got up to like 98 a couple days ago.
Really? Wow.
Oh, come on, kitty.
What's that, Tim?
It's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be into magic when I was a kid, pretty heavily.
It's a Kong head that I printed on the King Rune, and I'm getting tons of stringing with the PLA.
Oh, yeah, you're printing all those parts that are coming out great. Now you're having trouble with them, right?
No, yeah, this is just I tried it on a different printer, but I think it's the filament. I think it's really bad, cheap filament. So, but I'm gonna switch the filament out and see if it makes a difference. I'm gonna throw some Polymaker in here.
Yeah, I usually have good luck with Polymaker. I have bad luck with Ziltech. And
Yeah,
I have
this
a lot
stuff
of
is-
down.
This is King Rune filament I'm running, so I've not had a lot of experience with it. So
I have a roll of King Rune here that came with something. I don't remember where I got it, but I do have a roll of it here.
right. Acrobat Research. I do not need to talk to Acrobat Research. No, I got all the parts printed for Kong. Like, look at this. It's
Nice.
like that's a ton of parts. So
Here, I'll
now
make you big. Here, I'll put you on a big screen. Hold on.
I got to start
Oh,
the
wait a
assembly.
minute. This is Liam's stream. I can't.
There he is.
Yeah, so Jerry hasn't loaded up yet, and Justin is frozen, but I see you now.
Oh, you see me now?
I don't know. I can see you now, but Jerry's not loading. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Ah,
Jerry's
Jerry.
still here.
No, it's. I don't know what's going on. It must be my internet connection. Maybe I'm not getting full speeds out of my internet connection.
I did had some trouble when I streamed earlier. I was streaming earlier, and I had some trouble on my
Yeah,
gas
yours is
tube.
fine, Matt. Now Tim's is fine. It's just Jerry's not up. Jerry and Justin are.
Can you hear me, Astro Printer?
I know what's going on.
Okay,
How are you, Tim?
Hey, somebody make Tim big, and then we can show up what he's got going on. Somebody tell him that.
Advent Storm just says we're in the plus side of the thermometer. Yeah, we were 27 today. Yeah.
Wow.
So Jason from LDO sent Richard and I up 3 orbiter extruders to give away at Maker Faire.
Oh wow,
Oh, nice.
3 of those, which is nice.
Jason's so awesome.
And he sent me, because I have 2 01s, he sent me 2 upgrade kits to a 0.2.
Oh wow,
Oh, sweet.
One for each color for what I have, and then for Maker Faire as well, we've got a whole bunch of LDO stickers for Maker Faire to give out, and then we've also got about 50 of these that he sent up, which is it's an LDO Voron ruler.
yeah.
And then
I'm a ruler.
Little image of a Voron on the back there.
Nice.
I should.
Yeah, they're pretty. So he sent us a lot of giveaways, so which is really nice.
Yeah.
I got my hypercube. It's 400 by
So, Jerry,
400
you're
by
not
500.
loaded properly. You're frozen. So is Justin. I don't know why. I
okay.
can't hear either of you.
Jerry's okay. What were you saying, Jerry? You got your Hypercube what?
No, I got my hypercube. It's 400 by Evo Evolution. It's 400 by 400 by 500. And I
I
remember
don't know
a
what's going
way
on with
back
my connection
when I built
tonight.
it, I was asking Justin and other
I
people.
rebooted it earlier on and it fixed it. Now it's not fixing again. What is he saying about me?
Nothing. He's talking about
All
his
bad stuff
Hypercube.
about you.
That's okay.
All bad stuff.
Hey, tell him to
Talking
shut up so I can talk for a minute.
Yeah, Jerry
He tells
said
you
shut
to
up so
shut
he can
up.
talk for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
my
see, since I can't hear him, I can just keep talking and totally ignore him, right?
Oh, you guys kill me.
Yeah. my Evo Evolution 4XY 400 by
Cool.
400 by 500, which
Yeah.
I just put clipper on not too
I've
long
been so
ago.
busy, I haven't caught many of your Sunday streams.
I should probably turn it into a
what did he say?
Voron and strip it down, but I don't know if all my 40 extrusion would be compatible with my Voron.
Come on,
build.
tell me.
It will be if you plan it at the right angle. So the inside of the printer is the same because this printer is a Voron
Is he
2.4.
giving me
My
crap, is he?
verticals are 40/40. But you
You
set
liar.
them out and
You lie
use
like a
that
rug man.
one pillar, and it's all the same. As long as you set it properly, you'll be fine.
So I
We're
could
talking
possibly use my shell and just change everything else.
Technically, yes.
Okay,
He's
I'll have
He's
to figure
talking
that
about
out.
using his shell of a printer to build a Voron.
Well,
You just can't hear him.
nope.
Yeah,
You know, that's a good side of Jerry. I can't hear him.
This is true.
Oh man.
I don't know what's happening tonight. It's weird. Like I've only got
Okay.
one browser window open. Nothing else is running on my machine.
well,
I have an upgraded computer coming in a few weeks. I have a new machine coming. They're
Let's throw
replacing
some
my
purple
machine with,
poly-
with one of the new M1 Max.
Right.
Let's throw some purple poly light on here. And then Nicholas sent me. He sent me 13 rolls of their new pop and their Galaxy and Pop Color ASA and ABS. So now I have to redo my Trident parts in Galaxy Black
Jeez.
and what's the other color? He suggested pink and blue, but I don't know.
can you hear me now, Liam?
Justin's being very quiet.
Sorry,
Can you hear
I'm
Jerry
working
now?
on something.
No, I
Sorry.
can hear Justin now. I can't hear Jerry.
Can you
Can
see
you see
Jerry?
Jerry?
No,
Can't see Jerry. Huh.
no.
Funny.
Finally, StreamYard has that anti-Jerry filter that's working.
Now, Jerry, can you hear Liam?
He can.
Yeah, I can hear and see.
Oh,
I can see
okay.
everybody. Yeah,
So it's just
Now,
for
can-
some reason I'm losing somebody every single time.
this happened
Are
with
you-
Justin earlier. What's happening with me?
Yep.
Oh, but you can see Matt German's screen.
Here,
Yeah.
let me. I'll bounce out. Well, it ain't gonna work. It's
So,
on
Kate,
my-
I know it's funny. You know, you should all try and get this Jerry filter. It really works very well.
I'm gonna leave and I'll leave, find the link, and come back in, guys.
Okay, you
He's
just
just bombed
insulted.
out.
You insulted him. He left.
Nah, he's
No.
used to me. He'll be back in. He's just trying
He's
to
gonna come.
reconnect.
He's gonna come back in and see if it works.
Yeah.
See if popping out and coming back in works.
No, I'm very happy with the bamboo.
I froze.
The way.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you see me
I'm
now?
not even using Wi-Fi here.
Can you see Jerry now?
Nope.
Wow.
Wow,
The filter is still on.
that's weird.
Well, guys, I'm gonna hop off.
All
I
right.
got stuff
All
to
right,
do. I'm
Justin.
Take
trying
care.
to. I've got a possible deal with a company to print a lot of parts. So
Oh, nice.
I am working on that. It'll be a beneficial for both of us type thing, because I know the guy personally. So
Thank you, Justin. Thanks for all you're doing right now. You're doing
Thanks,
great.
Justin.
Thank you.
Take care,
see you
man.
guys later.
Later.
Late.
So let's see if Jerry's sync catches up now, because I still don't see him.
Okay, well,
Um,
so Liam can't see Jerry, but Jerry can see and hear Liam.
yeah, it's weird.
We need a
After,
translator.
Yeah.
Then what I had to do earlier on is I rebooted my computer, and eventually everyone came in. So it's
Wow.
not again
I'm
now.
hearing feedback right now.
Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
absolutely nothing else running in the background. I have no
Tell Liam that I'm hearing feedback.
We're hearing feedback from you.
from me,
Yeah,
not
Well,
mine.
Not now, maybe.
not now.
Okay.
Well, I've changed
Oh,
my configurations. I'm only running one mic with one camera, so
Well, I'm gonna drop off.
so
I'm gonna drop off.
how
to
is
this
that new
company.
KP printer?
It's actually nice. I don't mind it. It's a nice little printer. If I can get the filament to load.
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
one of
just-
those
it's
that's really
nice.
finicky. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit, but I mean, for the price, it's not a bad little machine. Okay, so it's funny. I
Bye,
watched.
Jerry.
Take care. Bye bye.
Are you leaving, Jerry?
See you. Yeah, Jerry's leaving.
How do you
Oh.
know, Liam?
All right,
Oh,
Jerry.
Liam read
Take
it.
care,
in
man.
chat.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on tonight.
Take care. Later, guys.
Yeah.
See, everyone else is working. It was Justin earlier. Now it was Jerry this time.
Huh.
It's kind of strange.
There we go. There's purple filament. Okay, let's see if I get a lot of stringing with purple.
Let's see if anyone else wants to join. Let me get the link. And see if anybody else wants to. Who released their new Core XY printer today?
Who did?
Sebastian?
KB3S.
Oh, I can't get.
Oh, that would be oh,
Kangaroon?
did King Rune release a Core XY? Really?
Let me have a
Oh,
look at
definitely
their-
be flow limited.
Let me have a look at their website, see if they have the Core XY. Oh, they do. The KLP1.
I am going to have to request that since they like sending me stuff now.
They've never
that-
wanted to work with me.
Clipper firmware KLP1.
Yeah. Or Eric's
Oh,
there.
wow.
Let's see if we can get Eric.
Can you
See,
see
even
me?
Eric, yeah, it works fine for you. Just wasn't working with Jerry a while ago.
379.
So
What's the build volume of that?
It looks
379 is a
like-
good price.
sorry, you guys.
Yeah, 1 second. We're going to check out this new Kangaroon.
Wow,
379. What's the
350
build
millimeter.
volume of it?
350 millimeter, 10,000 acceleration, 80XL 345 built in. What's the build volume? Let's see.
I'm looking now. I don't see it. I post anywhere. He didn't.
20,
You didn't
20
say.
minute bench. 20. Everybody's bragging about their fast benchies on these things. Only a matter of time, you know. Everybody's coming out with
Oh,
these fast.
It's a
Core
210
XY.
by 210 by 210.
Okay, auto bed leveling.
Yeah, so it's a small printer. They're not doing big printers. They're doing small.
Oh, I'm going to have to reach out to them again today. I've been talking to her for the last few days. See if, but the thing is, they don't necessarily come to Canada too quick. So,
If you want some in the US, I'm available.
So what are you working
Yeah.
on, Tim?
me, I am just I'm working on a lot of things. I just did an unboxing of this KP3S Pro S1
That was Sunday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
So I need to do a
Dedicated
few more
printer.
test prints and do a final video on it for them. It's a good little printer for what you get. I mean, it's got its negatives. There's a lot of negatives on it, but for the price tag on it, you can't really complain. So
How it
my
works.
biggest dislike of this one and the previous versions of this is where the spool holder goes. This is just these two little crappy wheel things that hold the spool. So, and the little touch screen, and there's little things like when you want to adjust your temperature to 200, you go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, all the way up to 200, but minor, tiny little minor, first world country complaints type things. So,
Yeah. So Loyal sent me this today.
Oh, got some
oh,
Polymaker.
nice. Is that the purple on the left there?
Yeah, it's purple and
That's-
green.
That's what I'm running right now. Is there purple? I just opened it.
Yeah. So last week I was in a stream on Twitch and I got picked. So
Nice. I've got a few. I'm getting quite the collection of Polymaker now.
Yeah, I need to talk to Nick. You got more filament from Nick than me? Gee,
Huh?
yeah, I
more?
did. Yes, Matt, I did.
No, I'm talking to Tim.
Oh. Yeah, Tim, you do have quite a big set.
I've got
I mean-
4 more. I got 4 coming, and we're giving away some Polymaker at the Maker Fair in a couple weeks. So we're
Cool.
going to be giving away 8 rolls of that and a
Um,
whole bunch of stuff.
So Sun Turtle, if you want a printer that like, it depends on what your budget is, right? Printers that just work
Second printer.
are expensive. So, like you'd be looking at something like a P1P would be a printer that just works.
Yeah.
Or a Prusa, they just basically just work, right?
Here's a question, guys. What do you think a helmet grade printer for?
Sorry,
I'm thinking about getting a helmet size printer.
how big?
Helmet size.
320 by 320.
Okay,
That's a small helmet, isn't it?
Do I need to go bigger?
you probably want to do about 350.
Minimum 350, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for Sun Turtle too, as well, I would say that if you can wait a little bit, wait and see how the K1 turns out. I've got one coming in, but I don't know when. But the K1 is lower priced a little bit than the Bamboo P1P, with better features if they all work, like the enclosure.
Oh,
The
that's
fact
the
you can add
Creality K1.
Yeah, the enclosure, the fact you can add a LiDAR and a camera to it. Yeah, the only thing they don't have that the P1P has, they don't have yet, is a multi-material unit for it that they've mentioned. So
Well, look, Sun Turtle, I would say if you're going to go with a Prusa, you might as well go with a Bamboo Labs for P1P for the same price.
Go with the Bamboo.
And
I have a
it's
Prusa
faster
and a
than the
Bamboo.
Prusa.
yeah,
And I'd
It's been
rather
faster.
have the Bamboo.
Yeah.
Prusa's-
That's what I would
Prusa's-
recommend.
yeah, Prusa's a good printer, but dollar for dollar or value for dollar, I think you're better with Bamboo.
And print
Yeah.
speed, the Prusa is not going to be anywhere close to this print speed.
Right.
So, guys, what should I get?
I'm trying to think
Well,
for a
there's-
350 build volume.
There is
I'm not
no. I don't know if there's any over.
You could build a Voron, the 350 Voron.
Yeah, a Voron's
But-
going to cost you almost $2,000 to build it, though.
It's going to cost you a lot.
No,
though.
I don't want to spend over 6.
Over 600.
If you see, here's the
Hmm.
problem: if you don't want to go over 6, but you want a larger volume, you're going to really limit yourself. The Creality, you can get Creality machines of that size. Like a lot of people don't like them. I love my Ender 5 Plus. It's
What's
a
the
rock
10?
solid machine.
So I should go to at least 1,000.
No. In cost?
Yeah.
Here's the question: what do you want to print? How big is it? And what is
Okay.
it? Do you have speed? Do you have speed requirements? Yes or no?
No. All right. So what happened is I have a friend who's going into cosplay. Okay.
Right.
So she wants to print out the Bo-Katan armor in 3D.
Okay.
And I was talking with Loyal 2 or 3 days ago about printing special design helmets that I can sell.
Wait now. Here's the question: unless you design them yourself, you can't sell them.
No, I will design them myself.
Okay.
So
Um.
Brian Vines just reviewed this printer, and he was fairly happy with it. It's an Elegoo Neptune 3 Max, 420
Yeah.
by 420 by 500 for 470.
Or the Cobra Max is also has also got a good rep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, since I have all this extra filament, I just use it all up.
So what type of filament do you have?
It's mostly polylite.
That's PLA. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Anycubic Cobra Max or the one he's just showing there, the Elegoo. People say they're good machines. I don't have either one of them, but people say they're good machines.
Yeah. So there's 470 for a large printer.
Well, so
The Bowden is because they want the print head to be lighter. You get less ringing on a
This is
Bowden
direct
style
drive.
print head than you will on a direct drive, because the
Yeah.
direct drive is heavier, so you have more inertia to deal with for slowing it down and speeding it up, and that
well,
creates ringing issues.
so here's my issue. I've got the M3 Pro. I can print the helmets and the parts in pieces.
Yeah.
Slice up the model in the segments, and then use the gloop to bond it. But I'm thinking that it might be more advantageous just to get the new printer and print it as one solid.
Okay. Then well, a lot of the armor, the helmet you might be able to print as one piece with lots of support. A lot of the body armor will have to be done in multiple pieces and put together. There's no way around that because there's very few printers out there that will do a full chest plate in one piece. Um, like so, you will be limited there.
Yeah, you want to get at least a Cobra Max if you want to get body
Even
size.
then, you'll have to do it in
Yeah.
parts because, like, chest plate is really wide. Like if a chest plate is part of an armor or whatever, like an Iron Man armor, as an example, there's so many parts in that you'll have to do it in pieces. You'll never get it done in one go.
Okay.
So, but a helmet with a 350, you'll get a helmet printed in one piece. For any armor part that's bigger than that, you'll have to do in sections. So I would
Okay.
recommend a 350, maybe up to 400. So the Anycubic Cobra or the Elegoo, Max, they got good names. Um, and I've seen the Mingda. I don't have any Mingda machines. They have a decent name, but the Anycubic and the Elegoo seem to have a really good reputation for larger base printers.
Well, I haven't had a problem with my M3 Pro. I'm just wondering if it might be advantageous to use the M3 Pro or to get a brand new machine. And I'm
Well,
looking at,
but you can't print it in one piece there.
pardon me?
You can't print it in one piece there.
No, I'm not talking about printing in one piece. I'm talking about in segments
Yeah.
and gloop it. But the idea is I don't want to be running 24-hour prints,
Yeah.
or even 18-hour prints.
Yeah, if you do helmets,
Oh,
it's
you're
gonna
talking
be
about way longer
24
than
hours.
that. With a helmet, you're talking about 3 days of a print.
Right.
Unless you use a 8-point nozzle.
Even then, no, but you lose detail there.
Yeah.
The larger nozzle, like, you still want to keep, you want to do adaptive layering if you're doing with a large nozzle, first of all. You would also want to do, like you do thick walls with a point 0.8 nozzle, that'll be faster because you have more walls. This will be stronger, right? Well, and you can do them faster. But A 0.8, a 0.8 or a 0.6 would be fine. The only thing is you wouldn't want to go to layers too high because the amount of sanding and filling that's be done for the taller layers is a lot more work. So you could do adaptive layering, which would in slicers that would means it would print high layers where it can, and then when there's curvatures, it goes down to just to shorter height layers like 0.1 layers or whatever. So you could do that, but you don't want to go to
Oh,
too
right.
big a nozzle and too high a layer because the amount of work to get it out of there to get a smooth surface is a lot more.
Well, right now I've only got a 0.6.
0.6s are fine. Yeah, 0.6 is not that much more than a 0.4, and it doesn't make that much of a difference in the layer heights, and it does give you slightly extra thicker walls each layer, so therefore you can do less passes to build up the thickness of the part.
Okay.
You only
I
want to
mean,
go down nozzles if you want small detail. You don't need it though.
No, so this is my first attempt at doing any of this.
Yeah, so expect failures. Expect having to do most things at least twice. That's just part of 3D printing, right?
Well,
Um,
see, most of the parts I print are really, really small.
I understand, but I'm just saying part of the nature of 3D printing is having to do stuff multiple times. Like the longest print I've done was something like 14 days, 15 days. I've done one print that's 15 days, right?
It's really
And
cool,
it
Matt.
came out successfully, but because I
thank
know
you.
how my I tune my printer and I know how to get good quality prints out of it because I have it tuned well. My profiles are well done.
I
Yeah,
made this in 3D Builders.
Did you show Patrick 3D?
Patrick 3D?
Yeah,
No.
because he is giving out one of those shells
All right.
that's in your hand.
All right. Well, not the
It doesn't.
same one because this one
No,
is mine.
no, it didn't
So,
have wings.
and the spikes, most people make the spikes smaller than me.
Uh,
So my spikes are pretty large
no,
and sharp too.
that's what made me think of Patrick.
All right.
I was just wondering if you had given him the model.
No, 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 no. I didn't give nobody that model except I give only one person that model, and that was um, Nerdy J. I give him the model,
So
but
what are you
not that
printing,
model.
Tim? It looks good, Matt.
Thank
Hang
you.
on one sec.
What you printing?
Hang on one sec.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what's up?
Looks,
What do you need?
No, I was wondering what you're printing.
yeah, I think
no,
he's printing a Banshee maybe.
he's son.
Okay, I'll be up in about. Give me a half an hour or so. Okay.
Oh, he's
Then we'll
not
come up
even
and do that.
talking to
Okay.
me.
Sorry about that, guys.
How is he? How
Um,
is your son?
He's doing good. So it was the filament because no stringing happening here at all, versus this, which was happening right off the
Oh, then
bat.
maybe he needs to be dried.
Yeah, which is really weird. I don't usually have issues with filament out of the box here, and I leave all my PLA unboxed, but it could have been just wet from the factory. So
Yeah. Well,
no,
filament doesn't stay around long enough here.
So how does it
Get
look,
damaged.
no,
Tim?
yeah,
How's the print look?
print
Your
looks
print-
great.
You're printing
Uh,
with the new PLA I just got. So
Oh yeah, print looks great. Like it's
How to make it
poly.
good.
I've yet to print with Polymaker something I don't like. I mean,
Yeah, no, they have
everything
good
that they,
materials. They have good materials.
their materials are awesome. That's why I partnered with them. So
Yeah, I just do all PETG though. That's all I
there's
do.
a Polymaker print right there. So I
looks
mean, look at
pretty
that.
clean.
That's from the bamboo though. That's from the bamboo P1P.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at doing
everything.
some ABS maybe or some some ASA or PC later on this year.
Yeah,
Sorry guys,
So-
I'm standing up because I'm having some back issues again.
Do you
Okay.
have a? Hey Matt,
Yeah,
is it your lumbar?
the lower back
Yeah, your lumbar.
and my hip, my knee.
Sounds like something's out of alignment.
I've got some stretches that you can do that they
No,
use
he needs to go
help.
to a Cairo and get a
Yeah, I already
alignment.
seeing a doctor
Yeah, it
about
sounds
it.
like something's out of
But
alignment. If it's just a pain in one area, it could be muscle. But if it's back and hip, something's out of alignment and they're not
yeah,
shooting.
Well,
I,
let's see.
I had an accident when I was around about 10 years old, 11 years old, and both of my legs were crushed because I came between the tractor trailer and the
That
truck.
could be a speech, you're right, yeah.
So, and
Uh,
I got basically squished in between trailer and the tractor. And oh man, that was painful. I still can remember that.
oh no, I got hit at 80 plus mile an hour by a 2.5 ton truck in a Honda Accord.
Wow.
So
I
you found out the crumple zone in the Honda. It starts at the front bumper and ends at the back bumper.
well, let me put you this way. Okay, I've had two major collisions in the Honda, and the cage that Honda built. I will always trust the engineers
Oh
there.
yeah, Honda. I love. I don't have a Honda, but I used to drive Hondas, and Honda cars are fantastic. Well, I kind of say that about the smart cars. You know, they have a crumple zone from the starts the front bumper goes to the back bumper. But you know, the smart cars are built by BMW.
Really,
They're
Are they?
BMW, yeah.
I think
The smart cars, those small little things that you can reverse in against the sidewalk, and it's only the
yeah.
width of a normal car, front to back, right? That's their design like that, right? They're actually owned and designed by BMW.
Oh, I
Interesting.
didn't
I
know
will
that.
have to ask Mark
Or
about
is it
it.
BMW or Mercedes? It's one of those two. It's either BMW or Mercedes. I think it's BMW, but I could be
But
wrong. It could actually no, it's Mercedes. It's Mercedes.
okay.
Volkswagen.
Yeah. So that's who owns them. It's Mercedes owns them.
So have you seen the new platforms for electric cars?
Which ones?
So I don't know whether it's GM, whether it's Hyundai or Toyota or whoever. What they're now doing is building a subframe for all the electric components for an electric vehicle and letting the cabs and the body shapes and the frames and all of that be custom designed that mounts to the subframe.
Well, you must remember most vehicles use the same base anyway. Like they use the same chassis design against 10 different models of car, right? So like anyone who's coming out brand new with a new electric vehicle, the chassis design will be the first time ever done. But after this, the same chassis will be used for the next 5 years in most cases.
Well, no, I just saw the video on the new electric motors.
It's BMW, okay.
So
Oh, be right
Tesla
back.
is going to have a pretty hard time selling cars come next year when the new
Oh,
chassis
the
comes
mic is
out.
No way. Tesla is right now. You
unwilling.
can buy a Tesla Model Y right now less than a family saloon car.
All right. Well, I'm just telling you what
I'm,
I've
I'm just, yeah, I'm
seen.
just saying you can buy it right now less than a normal
You locked your brother in
family
the vehicle.
four door. You can buy a Model Y now.
Get the
He's
TV
dropped the
on for you.
prices so much. Well, in the last year, it's the equivalent of buying a family
Where's the
saloon.
remote?
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that for me, Kate. I thought it was BMW. It was either BMW or Mercedes. I can't remember which one, but I knew it was one of them. But they're really reliable cars. There's no room in them, but they're really reliable. Yeah, they all use skateboard platforms now. They all use that. The base is the same. They just change the shell on top of it.
I don't know.
And
I
they
just
have for
sent you a
years.
link to the video.
That's how car manufacturers operate. They design a chassis, and then they make changes to it, or they use the same chassis base for um 5 or 10 different model lines, and the same chassis is used across all of them, and they just change the case, the cab, and the engine that goes on top. That's basically
So
what they're doing. And then
so
each year they do a new version with small tweaks to do it as improvements. So what was the base model last year, right, goes away, but what was the next model up becomes a new base model, and what was a premier model drops down, and they put all the new fancy stuff into the premier, and they all move down a step, and every year they all slide down one step for the different
so
brand models.
so I sent you the link. I don't know if it's going to post or not,
Where
but
did you send it to me? You didn't send it to private
it
chat here.
No, I sent it to private chat. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to send it to private chat. Yeah.
There you go, Liam.
Okay. Yeah, so that could be only from one manufacturer, even if it is, right? A lot of manufacturers are like anyone who's doing EVs are starting out with brand new base models right now, brand new chassis. They're not reusing old chassis
So this is the new frame, the new subframe.
for one company, though.
Actually, I think there's multiple ones.
They might adapt something like it coming up, but you never have
Yeah.
one company designed for all of them because they all design their own chassis.
No. In the video, you'll see different companies' version of it.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. I'm not going to watch it now. I'll watch it later. But that sounds about right, and they might adapt variations of it. But that's
So that's
I
the
worked in
new
automotive for years, so I know
that's
how
the
they're
new mode
structured.
of cars that are coming out here. I don't know
Okay.
how they're going to transport to other states or not.
If they're talking about technology, you're looking 5 years out. So if they're talking about new technology, it'll be 5 years before it's on the road. That's the way it normally works. 3 to 5 years is normal from concept before it hits the road. It's 3 to 5 years, because getting regulatory approval takes 2 years on a new
Well,
chassis.
no, these new concepts have been approved already. They're just starting now to market the sales of them.
Well, okay, well, I'll look at it later on because I used to be in automotive. My wife is in automotive,
Okay.
so
No, it kind of surprised me because now they're talking about using 3D printers to print body panels.
um, I don't know if they'll go that. I don't know about that. Here's the reason why I question that. Metal stamping is faster and cheaper than 3D printing.
Well,
When some,
I'm thinking they may use the 3D printer to create the stamp molds and then cast them in steel or whatever for
yeah, I
stamping.
don't know because most of that's done in metal stamping today, and metal stamping is so much cheaper because a flat panel goes in, proper panel comes out pre-cut, already ready to go, because they use high compression stamping metal press. I've seen them
Mm.
do it, and I've seen the stamping setups, and so like on a stamping machine, I can pump out every every 30 seconds. I can pump out a door panel, right?
Mm.
On a 3D printer, it'd probably take you a week to print the door.
I don't know. Like I said, I just saw this video.
No, I'm just saying, yeah, I understand, but I'm just saying for high production costs, 3D printing is not suitable for high volume production. Um, but it does make sense for prototyping,
Yeah.
and it does make sense for unusual stuff like a 3D printed rocket. It's unusual. Its design is unique. It makes sense to do specific parts, or it's great for prototyping in metals and so on.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this off real quick because I have to use the restroom. So,
Okay.
uh,
Um, the smooth side. Any advice on printing on the smooth side of a flex plate? Does the smooth side of the flex plate have PEI on it or not? If not, you can buy smooth PEI, smooth powdered PEI that you can apply to it, and you can use both sides if it doesn't already have it sided. If it's just a sheet of metal, you're going to have problems. Nothing will stick to it very well. Even if you use glue stick, you're going to have adhesion issues. So you're better off to buy a PEI sticker for it that goes over it. He'll be back in a minute. Eric will be back. So I would say you can do it, but it's going to be hard to get good success if it's just bare metal. But you would get decent success if you get a powdered or a smooth PEI sticker. It'll work fine. The easy plate is that double sided, Tim? You know if the easy plate from TH3D is double sided?
The which one?
The easy plate from TH3D. Let me have a
Um,
look. Sorry.
why do I think it is? I have never used one, but I've heard him talking about them.
How about the Easy Flex? If it's the Easy Flex, let me see if they are they double sided. I think they might be.
I think they are.
All plates come with
I don't know if it's textured and smooth or if it's just a double-sided texture.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're double sided, and Tim is not on. If you tell you what, ping TH3D, message Tim at TH3D. He'll tell you if it's double sided or not. I'm not sure. It doesn't say the Easy Flex doesn't. It doesn't appear to be double sided, but I could be wrong. It doesn't say on their website. But ping their support guys. Their support guys are great. You can message them. You can email TH3D. Tim will probably answer you. He's not here. He does often join us here. He's just not here tonight. But message him and he'll answer. But if not, you can get a PEI, or he sells a double sided. I think he might offer a double sided if it's, or he may do a double sided for you. I'm not sure. But you can buy PEI sheets to stick onto an existing plate if you need to. You can get them smooth and textures to add it in if you want to. Make Yoshi, Matt.
Yeah.
We've been asked, can you make Yoshi?
I thought about to make Yoshi, but it will be a while. I mean, that design took me like a week to do. So.
Sounds cool.
So we got about 8 or 9 minutes before we wrap up.
Okay. Hey, Matt.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Do you actually build the models themselves before you print them?
Yeah. This one is totally built by myself, except the wings. The wings are borrowed from another person. But the shell itself, it's all my design.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
So.
Okay. Matt, Kate is asking if you have a PayPal.
Yeah, I have a PayPal.
Put the link in there. We can share it.
All right. I have to share my email.
No, you can
go
to
you just go to PayPal.
There's a link in PayPal you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can use your email address if you want, but you can get a link out of PayPal. When you're not in the PayPal console, you can get a link.
It should be paypal.me/your username.
All right.
Oh, I have a question for those who are here in the US. Does anybody know of any?
Contact me, Kate, on Messenger if you have on Facebook Messenger, Matt German.
Okay, you're saying, Liam?
I'm saying, does anybody know any good STEM related groups that do grants for STEM stuff? I do a big event that is a 501c3, and we do a lot of it's all astronomy. It's astronomy event, and it costs us about 8 to 10 grand a year to put on the event, and we struggle every year to try and get funding. And I'd like to try and get now that we're a 501c3, finally we got our non-profit status. It took us years to get there. I'm looking to try and get an application out for grant support or whatever for the event.
Well, I can talk to my friend Andy at Microsoft, because Microsoft supports a lot of STEM projects.
Yeah, this is astronomy now. This is not technology.
Well, no, the whole thing was with Melinda and Bill Gates. They want
the Gates Foundation. I checked them out. They
want to promote STEM projects. So I can talk to my friend Andy and see if I can get any information from him.
Yeah, I was going to go to the Gates Foundation as well, because, as I said, this group is called the Great Lakes Association of Astronomy Clubs, and we do an event like each year. We do an event, and on average, about 5,000 people come out to look through telescopes.
Well, no. So the thing was, I had reached out to my friend Andy for the local high school here, who was starting a STEM project, and Microsoft decided to bankroll them.
Yeah, that would be great. Like, if they want to, then we'll make sure we'll advertise them, of course. Not that Microsoft needs any advertising, but we advertise that they're the primary sponsor of the event and stuff. That's what we're looking for. But we are a full 501c3. We're not just look. We're a full certified. Even though I'm certifiable, it's different. But we're a fully certified non-profit organization under the IRS.
No, okay. I will reach out and I'll see what he can or cannot do, and I'll
Yeah,
get
that would
back
be
to you.
great because it would help because it does cost a lot to run the event. Like we rent out tents because we bring in speakers, like I said, keynote speakers and other speakers. We do a lot of stuff for kids, and it services everybody, but there's a lot of underprivileged people because they don't have scopes, right? So we get a
Right.
lot of of the underprivileged people in the area, in the Detroit metro area that come to the event, and it's
Okay.
fun. It's a fun event. But as I said, like on an average night, like over for the 2 nights, we would average about anywhere between 30 and 50 telescopes would be out in the field, and we'd have two tents, one for presentation room with all the astronomy clubs represented in there, and we also do a lot of experiments and so on, hands-on stuff for the kids.
I sent you my PayPal link.
Well, no.
Can you check it out before
Can you
you
put it in my
post it?
chat or in private chat?
I'll send it over Facebook.
No, put it in private chat.
All right. Yeah, I can't. It's everything goes over my iPad, and I have to send it to you over that way
Let
over
me
private
see if
chat.
this works. Okay, let me try.
So yeah. So he reaches out to most schools and educational programs
Well, okay. Well,
to promote
please do.
STEM projects. So.
Yeah. So this is what this is, but this is primarily the science around astronomy and physics and stuff. But it's
Did you try reaching out to SpaceX?
not yet. I'm only starting it because we just got our letter of accreditation from the IRS in the last few days.
Oh,
So I'm only
okay.
starting the process.
Okay, well, I will help you out as best I can. I can't
Well, yeah,
promise
if you have a
anything.
contact that will help, then great. And if not, I'm going to reach out to a lot of other places anyway in the area, some local businesses and so on, some other larger companies in the area. But I'm going to try because it's a struggle every year to try and get the funding together. And some years we make it, some years we come in under. Like after last year's event, I think we have only $800 left in the kitty, and it costs us about $8,000 to put it on. So we struggle to meet the funding each year. But now that we're 501c3, the hope is that we can get larger companies more interested in being regular sponsors of it because they get their tax breaks on it. Because you and I, we get our normal deductions in our taxes, but companies by doing these donations, they get those tax breaks by doing donations to
Okay.
charities. That's
Okay.
how they
Well,
make it. That's how they get their deductions. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll reach out to my brother. His tool manufacturing firms support a lot of projects.
Yeah, but we're only in Michigan though.
Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
I know, but some places do want it more spread wide up than just local. But we do cover all of Southeast Michigan, which is Detroit, and there's a lot of poverty and low income families in the
no,
Detroit area.
I understand.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the group of people we primarily aim at. It covers everybody, but we mostly aim at low income families to bring them access to astronomy that they would not normally have. You know.
no, I understand. It's a good cause.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of it is for education. So, and it's fun. It's fun for us. I love doing the outreach. Like we get paid. We get no money in our pockets. We use our own equipment and so on whenever we can for all of our
Thank
events.
you. Thank you very much, Kate.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Well,
appreciate that.
I'll see what
Nice.
I can drum up.
Okay. Yeah, any help is appreciated. So we can if anybody has any other contacts, ping me. Let me know because it's for a good cause. And now that we're 501c3 nonprofit, took 4 years to get here. No, 5 years to get here. It's really hard to get
So
that
a
certification.
long uphill battle, and
Oh,
any support
paperwork
that
and
we
waiting
can.
and paperwork and waiting and then more paperwork and more waiting. Yeah, the
Yep.
IRS are slow. If you talk about the slowest moving machine on the planet, unless you owe them money, is the IRS is in there.
Yeah.
Government cogs move slow. The IRS moves slower.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So
Well, unless you
All
owe
right.
them money, then they're on your back like that.
Yeah, then they're
Then-
knocking on your door.
yeah. Okay. So I'll send the letter out tonight, and I'll see what I can get back sometime this week.
Let me do one thing. I want to go over to I want to go over to Twitch because I want to do a raid any moment over someone. So I need to go log into Twitch. So I haven't done that in a hot minute. So let me get in here over to my creator dashboard and get ready. And let's see who's out there because we want to get wrapping up in the next few minutes. But I want to see who's out there and see who we can raid over to. Let me see. Where's my raid button? There's my raid button. So who's on? Astra Canuck is on. Chris Perillo is on. Buana is Chris has got a good. Since we're just talking about astronomy, if you haven't already checked out Astra Canuck, you should. He's in Canada. He's just north of me here. He's a good. He does a lot of live astronomy stuff. So he'll do live imaging, real time, and show it on screen. And Tom is a good guy, and he's a fun guy to hang out with. So we might go over and raid his channel. But let me get the raid started and get ready, and we'll see if we can raid over to Astra Canuck. And for everybody else who's not on Twitch, okay, what do I mean by raid? So anybody who's on Twitch, Twitch has a feature called raiding, where you can, while you're on, if you have people in and you're winding up your stream, you can actually get your users and go over and raid into another channel, and your users move into the other channel. And so it actually brings visibility of other channels to your members. You can't do that on YouTube and Facebook and so on, but you can do it on Twitch. So it's a nice add-on in Twitch where you can actually, let's say you know of other makers out there or other people who are doing stuff out there that you thought your audience would be interested in. You can raid to them and you basically push your members over there, and they go over and they appear in that other person's channel. And then they get a big announcement that everyone is raiding in, and they say hi to everybody, and you can follow them or subscribe to them if you want to, if you like what they do. But Tom over at Astra Canuck, he does a lot of live. If the weather's clear, I don't know what it's like for where he is. He's just north of me in Canada, but he does a lot of live imaging of stuff, like real time if the weather's clear. If not, he does other stuff, but he does a lot of live imaging. You have to do nothing. So Kate, since you're on YouTube, you need to go over to my Twitch channel. So go to twitch.tv/astroprinter, and that'll bring me, and then that'll bring you to my Twitch channel. Now you have to join Twitch to join the channel. You don't have to subscribe or anything. Well, you can follow me, which is free. Subscribing you have to pay for, but if you follow me, and then when I do a raid in the next few minutes, so if you want to do it, go do it now on twitch.tv/astropreneur. And
And thank you again, Kate. Appreciate that. Will help me out a lot.
if I spell Twitch, it'd be better if I spelled it correctly. So go there if you want to go twitch.tv/astropreneur. Put that in another tab. Go join that. You might have to sign up to Twitch. It takes a couple of seconds to sign up to Twitch, and then go to my channel. Follow my channel. You don't have to subscribe, but click on the follow button when you on my channel. And when you're over there, I'll wait a few minutes while you get over there, and then when you're over there, I'll do the raid. And when I raid, tell me when you're in and you're watching all of this as we are right now on Twitch. Take care. And then if you do, that's Eric leaving. And if you do that, tell me when you're on. And then when I do the raid, I'll pull you across over to Tom's channel. So I'll wait until you're ready. Okay. Anybody have any last words?
Or thoughts?
Yeah, of sorts. Anybody?
I like peanuts.
Peanuts?
I like peanuts.
You're nuts.
Make sure you hear that. Make sure you hear that word right.
What did you say again?
I like peanuts.
You like peanuts? Okay.
Dry roasted peanuts.
Yes, dry roasted are the best.
Yes.
Salted are good, dry roasted are the best. So are you over there? Take care, non-fam. Are you set up, Kate?
Am I set up?
No, Kate. I'm asking Kate if she's
Oh,
set up to
Kate.
be
Kate.
on
Oh,
my
okay.
on Twitch because she wants to see what it's like to be for a raid. So when I raid over to Tom's channel, she can raid. She'll move over. I'm glad you like it. Sunter, you're welcome at any time.
Thank you.
I don't do these. I used to do them every Tuesday, but I don't do them as often right now. I have a lot going on with projects and so on. But if you follow me on Facebook, like and subscribe me on our sorry, like and subscribe me on YouTube. When I go live, you get notified. Um, I sometimes do live stuff on weekends as well. When I'm working on different projects and so on, building out a new printer or whatever. So I'm working on the CNC. I'm not going to do a live in the CNC, but I will do some live once the CNC is up and running. I'll do some live of the CNC in operation. So we'll do some streams on that kind of stuff. So Kate, let me know. Are you over? Are you on Twitch? Are you signed up? Are you following my channel? We're waiting on Kate. I don't want to hit the raid button. I'm ready to hit the raid button, and when she's ready, we'll raid over. I think we lost Kate. Did we? Did she disappear? Or is she
I don't
busy
know.
typing, logging, registering with Twitch?
Yeah, she's probably registering.
Yeah,
It
that's the
would
only
take
downside
like
of Twitch. You have to register with Twitch. Is the only downside of it. No sign up. There should be a sign up, but okay, let's give it a try. If not, next week, if you need help during the weekend and set up a Twitch, let me know and I can help you. So let's go to the raid. Thank you for everybody out there. Thank you again for hanging out with us. It's fun as always, and I will see you. I might do something over the weekend if I have time. I believe I might have time this weekend, so I might see you over the weekend. If not, I'll try and make it again next Tuesday if I can. I have a lot going on, but if I can make it next Tuesday, I will. So let's go over and raid over to Tom over at Astro Canuck. That gets the raid set up. Give me a moment. We have 3 people who have said who are going to come across the raid. It looks like. Okay, looks like it's only 3 people. Okay, let's raid. Raid now. Thank you guys. Have a good
See you later.
week.
Have a good week.
Let's see if that raid went over.
Bye, everyone.
And it looks like it did. Are you on Astro Canuck's channel there?
No.
So let me go to my channel and let me go to Tom. 1 second. Astro Canuck.
We're still live, I think.
We are everywhere else, but not there. Yeah, we did.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right.
Take care. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.